Manage squad. Make sure I got everybody in that needs to be in. Alright, I don't think I have any players that are missing. I don't remember playing this, so let's play our next mini boss and try to get to the final boss and pass it here. So here we go. See, Nick Carter, Ledger, how are you guys? Thanks for watching. Hope you will all follow, share, and like. We are 5 subscribers away on TikTok from all the subs. So if you got $2.99, please subscribe. Today would be a wonderful day for it. Our goal is to take the lead before making 14 outs. Didn't hear well. If you don't hear as well, the speakers were loud. Hey, that's understandable. How was the concert? I asked you, but I didn't look at the server again. 9 out of 10. Last year's was better. Easy to say that because it's a one-time event, and this is one of many in the tour. Got to see Justin Bieber. It was pretty insane. Hey, that's cool. The Bieber popped out. Ledger, thanks for all the taps, friend. How's your day been, Ledger? Matt Jonah, thank you for the likes as well. Matt, hopefully today's the day. We are 5 subs from breaking our gifted sub requirements here on TikTok. Yeah, how are you doing, bud? You happy for the weekend? Couldn't tell it was Bieber till the crowd acted like Michael Jackson and came back to life. That's super cool. Big boy Ned's on the likes. What's up, Ned? Hey guys, I got a lot of packs again. About 35 packs, but if we get 100,000 likes, we will do the pack opening today too. My internet did bop out last night. Been working with them to try to get sorted out. Ever since they did the upgrades, Xfinity's been a lot less consistent for me, unfortunately. See, Mike said the girls behind him were very displeased that you were screaming the lyrics the entire time. They didn't know the lyrics. Too bad for them. You don't give a singular F, says Mike. Mike was at Kendrick's concert out in Inglewood today. And I hope he had the time of his life. Now we gotta get the lead before the outs run out here. No, it's not a new one. I just haven't done it. It's the storyline showdown for Jackie Robinson. I need one more of those storyline players to get John Donaldson. So we're working on Donaldson. After we get him, we'll take him to ranked. I think I'm in All-Star because my internet went out right at the end of the stream yesterday. Voice is very much shot for Mike. Oh, we got the wind-up going now. Which Killer Rush guys are you most excited for, friends in chat? Obviously, I'm going to get Rooker for my A's theme. I think Ruiz and Blake Triton are probably decent, if anybody wants to try to grind those guys out. Dude, he did look pretty nice out in center. Yeah, way smoother out in center field than JJ Bleday. Fortunately, he didn't get any hits. Did try to sacrifice once, and then they took the bunt off. So he didn't get the productive out. But, yeah, he looks good out there. Oh, yeah, Ben Joyce should be good, right, Glenn? Yeah, good call from Glenn. Yeah, an improvement's an improvement. And they need to cut down the runs. You know what? It was okay, and then Wilson made what looked like it was going to be a web gem, and Kurt's glove flew off. I think it was Real Muto. Got what could have been an infield single, could have been an out. Ended up on third base, and then that inning fell apart, and then wouldn't you know it, we get a 3-run shot, bottom 9, so we ended up losing 4-3 because we couldn't get anything from there. Law Dog got a terrible at bat against the lefty they brought in, but their closer was up, Romano was up, and Romano was pretty wild. Hey, what's up, Baden? Haven't seen the stats so far, behind on content. It's all good, man. Rather have a plus than filter. Yeah, I would too. Yeah, especially with this Ace team, because they got a lot of guys that can hit, even if they're not hitting all the time, but they have guys that can hit. So yeah, I totally agree with that. Hey, thanks for the heart, me Isaac. If anybody, it's a huge ask, but we're 5 subs away, TikTok regulars, from unlocking gifted subs. I believe it's a permanent unlock. So if anybody's got like a secondary account or your sister's account or something and you want to subscribe on it, oh man, that would be splendid because we've never been this close. Oh yeah, Acuna, that was super cool, right? Came in, hit a home run first pitch that he saw. Hey, what's up, Taco? How are you doing, friend? Yeah, you guys can be like Glenn and get a unicorn next to your name. Oh, where's the timer? I meant to start it. My bad. Thank you, Austin. Everybody's looking at Austin like, Austin, you weren't supposed to say anything. Austin just asked for homework from from the teacher, but here we go. All right, we're going to do 2 hours, assuming the internet doesn't kick out. If it does, you know, some stuff's beyond my control. Xfinity did upgrades in the area that made my connection a whole lot worse, unfortunately. So we're working on that. I am like a dog with a bone when it comes to that stuff because I need my internet to be good for you guys. Or else, you know, stream's kicking out. What type of stream is that? Daniel Freak just shared the live video. Hope you will as well. Taco, how's everything in Australia? Yes, DFA Brown, option Blade. There was like 5 roster changes for the A's today. What getting swept by the Angels does to a team. Let's see. We're gonna play the next 2 mini bosses. Hopefully, pass the big boss and start enjoying Donaldson. We're gonna stream all day. Yes, exactly. Let's see. You got a few weeks off. Oh, good. Taco, are you enjoying the show this year? Are you gonna get caught up on content? I know you've been working crazy hours. Yes, that's right. Acuna the Wrecker, right? Mike and I from Purple Chat have an ongoing Acuna, you know, shared meme. Somebody thought Acuna was hurting the Braves over the years. Caught up on everything last night. Oh, are you working on any of the Color Rush, Taco, or do you not care for it? Excuse me, what is it? It's not Color Rush. I'm going to call this Color Storm. There we go. Thank you. Color Rush is an NFL thing. I feel like they're ripping off Madden a lot.
1 and 2.
If anybody's on TikTok's For You page, please follow. It'll add to our timer. More time means more highlights. That went right between the fans' legs. He didn't even care about the souvenir. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, good call on that. Hey, what's up, Adam? How are you doing, friend? Gunner, how are you? Oh, those were not great at bats. Hey, what's up, Playa? How's your day going? But Isaac, thanks so much for the heart me. Great to have Isaac in the house.
10 outs to go.
Alright, so let's see. Color Rush, win, or L. I'm going to take a pitch. So I need to set up the chat poll. Got your Riley card. Oh, nice. How is he? If there was something at SoFi versus a different venue, then you'd prefer going to SoFi, Mike? Like, if it was like, I don't know. Probably going to come up with a lame example. Random NFL game with the Rams at SoFi, because SoFi's so nice, versus random game against, you know, Chargers or something. John Smith, thanks for the likes. How are you, John?
No, that's down. Ball.
I'm not the greatest Showdown player, so I better lock in. Come on. Give us the infield hit, please. Okay, good. Barely, but we'll take it. Ooh, Mike's saying the chicken tenders and fries were good at the SoFi Stadium today. Really late decision to swing there. Big boy Ned, thanks for the likes. So the ranch is like liquid. He got ranch all over his City Connect. Now he's got to get out a few stains. Especially with those stains being kind of white, milky looking stains. Well, not trying to paint any pictures, but if you got it, you got it. Hey, yo, what's up, Dark Spectre? I'd love to hear everyone's plans for Memorial Day. What you guys doing? Are you barbecuing? Are you traveling? Watching baseball? Playing the show? We need to know. Bama's in the house. What's up, Bama? What's up, Jack? How are you doing, friend? Mike's going back in November. Rams versus Bucks. You gonna wear your Buck stuff? I've seen some crazy fights out of that stadium is why I'm asking. I don't really look for fan fights, but they occasionally pop up on my timeline. Not scared of Rams fans respectfully, says Mike Plays Games. In your American flag trunks for Jack. That sounds very patriotic. Planning on running 18 holes for John Smith. Oh, nice, Sean. What's up, Brayden? I keep swinging underneath these things. You heard what I said. What did I say, Bama? Jack, thanks for the likes. Sean, thanks for the likes. Again, 100,000 likes. We have a medium pack opening. Yesterday's was bigger, but we got some packs for you guys. Maybe we'll get more as we go. I'm okay, Brayden. I need to get some hits here, though. That was one to hit, and I was looking up here because they've been throwing high fastballs.
0-1.
Love to get to 900 on the weekend for Matt.
That's a ball.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think being sober is a huge part. What's up, Greg? How's your day going, Greg? All right, there we go. We'll get through it with Big Meat Pete. Greg, thank you for the heart knee. We love the heart knees. Hey, Brayden, now that you're done kidding, consider subscribing. It's $2.99. I need 5 more subs. You guys are going to hear about this until the cow comes home. Listen, we need 5 more subs to unlock gifted subscriptions permanently on TikTok. Did I finish it? No, I haven't even worked on it really. But we'll get there. I don't know. I kind of like Harper's Swing. Beautiful stadium. Something like you've never seen before. It's huge. But yeah, I did do the moments earlier, and that was all I did, really. I don't think I want to put in Wake Up as far as the extra ones. Oh, yeah, Bama caught it. Okay. Now I know what Bam was talking about. All right, let's get these lefties in here. This lineup's already pretty stacked, to be fair. But we do want to play for power. I think Harper's probably got more power for us than Tony Stone. And Dolby's probably got more power than, say, Hey Kid, Willie Mays. So we'll do that. Position doesn't matter on Showdown. So we got one more mini boss. Hopefully we pass, and then hopefully we pass the final boss, and then John Donaldson would be ours. Gonna flip to the purple, no problem. The one guy seemed like he was just flooding chat. Don't know what he was up to. Nothing good. It didn't seem like. All right, take the lead before 9 outs. Bunch of concessions in the upper row, says Mike. Which is always a plus compared to some other stadiums who don't care. Hey, we got Bentley coming in. What's up, Bentley? Bentley, tell us what you're up to this weekend. Dark Spectre, you going to do any barbecuing or anything special for Memorial Day? Yeah, what's up, Bryce? How's your day going? Yeah, walking back with all the food, trying not to bump into people and all that type of thing through the concourses can be very annoying. What's everyone's favorite stadium or ballpark to go to? I did like the Coliseum, like legitimately did like the Coliseum over the years. The Giant Stadium is nicer. Candlestick seemed like it was in its dying embers when I went out to Candlestick and saw a Niner Rams game. Oracle was really fun back in the day. Pirate Stadium for Bryce. Probably Angel Stadium for Mike, but SoFi's great. Mike's giving us the rundown on SoFi tonight. He saw Kendrick in person. They're in the greater Los Angeles area. If Tampa played at SoFi, it would be Mike's favorite. Yeah, Jonah, thanks for the likes. All right, here we go. On to the final boss. Hank Thompson. I guess we can grab Hank or Hank Aaron. I guess we grab Hank Aaron. Hey, Greg, thanks for the populars. See, Ned's been to 4 Yankees, Mets, Nationals, Orioles. Orioles is his favorite. Yeah, Oriole Stadium has looked beautiful for many, many years out there in Camden Yards. I think they said it was sort of the first retro style park when it opened. I think it's 93 that it opened. All right, so we need to beat the final boss. We're down 42-40, and we need to score 3 runs. So let's play this final boss, and hopefully Donaldson will be ours. A little bit, Anthony. Yeah, I definitely have an interest in it. I've collected over the years. Occasionally now I'll buy a special single, and we even have sometimes we'll have like the subscriber goal on the purple platform for opening some real life packs. Might be cooked for Dom. I think the Knicks are probably done. They got to go into Indiana just to save their series and still try to steal back home court advantage. So that's not going to be easy for New York. Hey, what's up, Fred? Do you guys think the Timberwolves can get back into it? Timberwolves need to win the next 2 at home. Where when you're looking at New York in the NBA series, it's a little different because they have to win on the road to get that level. They've blown home court. Yeah, Indiana seems like they almost might be the team of destiny type of thing. I know the Thunder were the best regular season team record-wise, though. You've been to the Battery outside of the Braves Park. Very nice as well, says Big Boy Ned. Scared for your Timberwolves versus Oklahoma City. Very rough. We made it. Howdy Purple Chatters. Came from the land of the music note. What's up, G. Carter? All right, Fred, enough. Bye-bye, Fred. Either Fred is obtuse and not realizing that we're multi-streaming, or Fred's just, you know, being a 4-letter word. So anyhow, bye, Fred. Let's see. You think the crowd can help them? They've gone on the runs. Seems like they haven't sustained it. We got plenty of outs. I just do need to hit the baseball eventually. All right, so moderator buddies, Greg, Matt, what are you guys doing for Memorial Day? I think Matt said he was going to try to golf, right, Matt? If I remember correctly. Oh, it would have been a way better matchup, but, you know, it's not Minnesota's fault that they had to play the Warriors without Curry. You have to beat whoever's in front of you, no matter what. We're playing Showdown real fast, Ansel. Trying to get the John Donaldson card unlocked, who I'm actually facing in this matchup. Need to get some runners on here. Maybe I should have ran a speed lineup instead. That's not a good swing. Thankfully, we got a ton of outs to work with. We need some base runners. If you're browsing on TikTok, hey, come on in. Talk sports. Please hit the follow button. Followers extend our stream. Yeah, I mean, the Warriors have had some of those over their run, you know, since Curry's been there. And people love to try to take away from the championship to say, like, oh, they beat Cleveland without Kyrie. You know, like, the Warriors weren't hoping for Kyrie to get hurt. He just did. Sometimes that stuff happens, and you go about it. There's no mercy. It's next man up, and we had Podzinski and Moses Moody, and, you know, we dusted off Kuminga, and none of those things worked. The Warriors letting Game 3 slip on was a huge mistake for Golden State. Probably the fatal mistake. Draymond got that foul out on kind of a borderline challenge. I think it was McDaniels driving to the hoop with just under 5 minutes. And then you guys popped off points-wise. If they would have won Game 3, they could have forced a Game 6. Steph was supposedly cleared for Game 6. I mean, it's deserved for sure, Ansel. I mean, if you're going to say, hey, I would have voted for the Joker, yeah, Joker was deserving too. This is how baseball is played nowadays, right? Says Greg. Yes. 25 outs, scored 2 runs, 42-41. I don't know either, Greg, but it seemed like it was the same guy repeating the same stuff on like 2 or 3 accounts. So I just got him out of there. Occasionally there's new TikTok trends that I miss with the kids and the memes, and I try to stay abreast of it, but if they're just flooding chat with stuff that doesn't make any sense, I don't think we need them around, even though I like the interactions. But yeah, we're here to have a nice time and not deal with a bunch of BS. Matt Jonah, thanks for all the likes. Yeah, I mean, you guys can always just trust your judgment. I hope, in case you ever accidentally ban somebody, it's like, oh no, that guy was good. You know how to unban them, but yeah, it's all good. If I didn't trust you guys, I wouldn't moderate you. And sometimes I miss things that you might want to get out of there because it's like, hey, this guy's insulting you, but you didn't catch it, Donnie. Question of the day is color... I want to keep calling these things Color Rush. What are they called? What? Wait a minute. I called them Color Rush. They're not Color Rush, are they? Color Storm. Is the Color Storm addition to the game a win or an L? Is the question of the day. I should have got us a better question. Maybe I'll get a secondary question of the day so we can have like something to ponder. I'm not going to risk running into the out there. We got plenty of outs to work with. Yeah, it doesn't look good for Minnesota. I mean, if they win Game 3, then maybe they put some doubt in the Thunder. I don't think the Thunder are super unstoppable or anything, but it is what it is. And so I'm a fan of The boys in the green and gold. Not the Packers. Not the Oregon Ducks.
Center fielder, Mike.
The other green and gold. Yeah, I was trying to get a picture. I better just take the pitch. Let me see if I have anybody fast to run here. That's the winning run in Alvarez. Are there any fast pitchers in our bullpen? Not really. All right, Willie Mays is our fastest run. I'm not going to try to steal. Check the stats of the cards now and see if it's good for Ned.
Number 24, Willie Mays.
Pacers in 4. Hey, don't start copying Shannon Sharp, dude. Look what happened to Shannon. What's up, hot dog? How's everything out in Australia?
Ah! 1-2.
If you can get around SGA's foul baiting, keep up offensively, you got a good chance of beating them. Nuggets, man, I think if the Nuggets could have kept Gordon healthy, they would have had a good shot in Game 7 with their experience. Ooh, New York's going to have a lot go right their way. Hot dog, who do you got winning the championship? You're keen for the Wolves game tomorrow. Need to win, says Hot Dog. Hot Dog, when's the last time you were on some 2K, man? Alright, we'll get the runner over. Now we could try to bunt, I guess. Probably won't. Probably just hit. I mean, we got 16 outs. But hey, we're going to get our ace here in a minute. Bad program. Very, very few cards you'd be interested in. Yeah, it's not that great of a program, and you may or may not have noticed if you're a theme teamer, like the A's theme team got nerfed today, that Matt Holliday doesn't give as much of a boost. It was an interesting game. It wasn't good for the A's, though. It's 10 in a row now in the loss column, and I mean the season's fading away right before our eyes when we should just be, hovering around 500. They could go on a win streak, but nothing indicates that right now. Wolves don't win tomorrow. They're getting swept, says Dom. I think the Thunder win it all, even though you're a Wolves fan for Hot Dog. Yeah, that's in. That's okay. That's game. So now we'll get one of the most annoying dudes to face, especially on the harder levels. But we'll get to have him on our side. So Donaldson to our squad. I'll make a exception and open one of the packs. Show you guys what you're tapping for on TikTok. And just a reminder, if anybody can subscribe on TikTok, it's $2.99. We're 5 subs away from unlocking gifted subs. We've never been this close. So these are the ones that we can open, right? In the 100K scenario. 33 standards, jumbo, headliner, Memorial Day. But we're going to open up any of these selections, and that'll get us to Donaldson. I think we'll take Tony Stone for being legendary. Oh, it gives you a couple of picks? All right. I guess I didn't have to lock in some of the stubs that I had in there. Oh, well. It is what it is. Live and learn. Should have been on top of it. All right, now we got Donaldson coming to our lineup, and we'll pitch a game with him over to ranked we had. Yeah, it just seems like it lined. Yeah, definitely. It seems like it's lining up for Oklahoma City. But maybe the Pacers will play him well. Pacers actually have a little bit more deep playoff experience, right? I just put in Matt Cain. Not sure if I want to use Cain, but we know we want to use Donaldson. Put Ricky back in so I can kind of hobble my way towards the A's color rush stuff. All right, so multiplayer ranked. Here we go. Yeah, I don't see it. They couldn't win in New York. I don't see why they're going to start winning now, unless something just drastically changes. I mean, if there's a broken ankle or something, but I don't think any of us are rooting for that. At least hopefully not. Don't know how the game works, but you're tough, so it's fine. Hey, thanks, Greg. So there's online modes and there's offline modes. What we played, it was an offline mode called Showdown. In Showdown, you go through these little mini bosses. You draft a lineup, and as you go through, you're earning different little perks that makes your lineup better. And if you get to the end of it, you get some type of reward. So that's what we were doing, Greg. Hey, Dustin, thanks for following. Pacers gave the Celtics a run last year. Yeah. They kind of let some late game scenarios get away from them. They could have possibly slayed the Celtics last season.
Ricky Henderson.
You like rooting for underdogs, but aren't the Pacers the underdog in that series? They didn't have home court till they took it away. But yeah, I mean, New York's the underdog now. Got Gil Hodges and Scott Rowland today. What is with everybody playing in major league parks at weird times of day? Ran into a couple of these guys last few streams. Well, congratulations, Jason. Jason, aren't you the dude that had a bunch of Matt Canes? Because Matt Cain did go diamond. Let's see. Dude, thanks for following. Great to have you follow. All the followers move the timer up.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
That's a ball.
All right, we're getting easy still with Ricky. You had a bunch of Logan Webbs. What a tangled web we weave. Sorry. You guys know I like the dad puns. I think Ricky's going to be out here. That was not as deep as I thought it was. Yeah, all the lights for the pack opening, right? Yeah, let's get the packs popping. Yeah, I mean, that's probably standard fare, right? $60 for a shirt. Oh, no way. He's just going to reach up and take it. Thought that was going to carry for a minute. So you had a feeling in your gut he was going to go diamond, and you were right. All right, first game with Donaldson. Of course, he'll be better once we're out of All-Star, but let's go with him. Hopefully the internet works. Texted Kobe pre-stream, said I got you tonight. Just playing, just, you know, making fun of Tatum. Although I hope Tatum recovers 100%, even if I don't care for him being such a cornball. But hopefully the internet holds up tonight. We'll get you guys all the hours and do a big stream. Starts with the followers. We got Higher 169 coming in. Nice number. Higher, who's your favorite baseball team? There are artists with far worse merchandise out there. I'm glad you got yourself a shirt, Mike. Will you wear it occasionally, or is it like this is hanging up in the closet as something I want to keep forever? Feel like the Celtics either happy New York humbled him for Dom. He's going to be wearing it all the time. Dude, we're getting there, Jason. There's extra stuff to my understanding of like 50,000. So that's probably my main goal for the year. Although we got a secondary goal tonight that's in front of us if we can get there. We're 5 subs away from 50 subs and unlocking gifted subscriptions on TikTok. So, you know, $2.99, right? Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber, if you can afford it. And I know not everybody spends money or has secondary money for TikTok streams, but that would be huge because it could unlock, yeah, a whole lot more stuff going on around here. Yeah, it just depends. You know, if I stream in the mornings, the follows really come in a lot faster when everybody's waking up to start their day than necessarily this time of the day. But this time of the day, I'm a lot more consistent with. If I try to sleep for 4 or 5 hours, then wake up and stream, oftentimes I'll just sleep through the night. What's up, Moolah? How are you, friend? Matt's happy. He's not on the purple side. Are you not a fan of Kendrick? Yeah, Moolah. Good morning. God bless. How's Moolah doing today? Don't like really perverse shirts unless they're autographed or very important to Mike Plays games. That was a really nice swing from Don Baylor. Just didn't get, didn't get crushed. Am I retired? Come on, GPM. We're still warming up the bacon grease around here, GPM. We got goals to chase after.
That's a ball.
That's one of the objectives for the week too, is to make you guys the bacon grease emote. You hear negative news about your Celtic. Oh, now I got you, Matt. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm probably in the Celtic hater category too, but yeah, I don't work for injuries. Chilling today for Moolah. Moolah, any fun plans for Memorial Day? Connor, that's the question of the night. Yeah, who do you like, Connor? Your guess is probably better than mine. Waiting for the draft is Moolah. Mike can't believe he saw Justin Bieber tonight. If I had to pick, I think Oklahoma City takes it down as it stands at the moment. Moolah says he loves that the NBA is rigged. Moolah's a Mavericks fan. What time is it here? It's 1:23. Whenever you want someone out, you just root for suspension for Matt.
That ball foul.
Who's excited for WNBA this year? I'm not, but I enjoy the memes around it. See, the way that they've played, you think the Pacers get the win. Give me the strikeout. This is John Donaldson's debut game for us. Ned's loving the Angel Reese memes. Yes, she's very memeable.
Got him.
Still can't believe she secured the McDonald's meal a few months ago. Good for her for marketing herself so well. Connor, he's also back in Indiana.
On the tag, you're out.
Caden says neither team out of the East is going to beat Oklahoma City. Burgers, hot dogs, rib tips for Dark Specta. That's the food that he's looking forward
That's
to.
bueno.
Need to go hang out with Dark Specta. See, Mula is a Wings fan. He's going to be watching for Paige Buckners. I don't know how deep this game's going to have to get into to where I can see the baseball.
Hey.
First, it's bad enough we're playing in Comerica, but we had to pick this time of day for my opponent.
Ball. One ball, one strike.
And we hit it perfectly right into the net. Ansel wants it for SGA as a Canadian. Let's see. CM Dyer, thank you for sharing our stream, CM.
Hey. 0-1.
Mula used to be a fan of the Silver Stars. They moved. They became the Vegas Aces. We got Calf just followed. Thanks for following, Calf. We need more followers. Yeah, only 4 followers so far. What's going on TikTok today? Come on, TikTok. Let's get that follow train going. Everybody follow up, adds to the time bank. I'll be here till the cows come home. You guys keep the action coming. Kath, who's your favorite athlete of all time? Oh, there we go. Connor's jumping in. Let's go, Connor. Connor, who's your favorite athlete? Well, here's a better question. This one's for everyone. What's your favorite sports video game of all time? Not like franchise, not like Madden, but like a specific Madden or Tech Mobile or Griffey Jr. or Wayne Gretzky hockey. Like, what's your favorite game of all time? If you have a favorite. We need the lucky follow bell. You got it, Matt. That was an unlucky throw. All right, this is the good luck follower bell. You follow when you hear the bell. You'll have good luck for May and June. There's the bell. All right, so let's see. But he says, you made the Giants theme team. New, the name looks wrong. Junhu and Wilmer, Matt Cain. Yeah, what boost did they get, Christopher? The A's boost got nerfed today. I thought that was kind of scummy from SPS. Controversial. Dodger fan. Ichiro is the greatest outfielder of all time. NCAA MVP 06. Man, I never played that game. Grip Your Lip. That sounds like a good one. I've heard good stuff about it in my years streaming too. I just never played it. College Hoops 2K5 for Mula. Mike says he got about 1,600 hours on MLB The Show 21. Hard not to call that one the favorite. Absolutely elite sports game. Connor, he also likes Wii baseball from back in the day. He's also an MLB 21 guy. I don't know if I like Griffey Jr. more on Super Nintendo or on N64, but probably the Griffey Jr. games were my favorites.
The third baseman, Jose.
And I didn't realize there was an N64 sequel until many years later on emulator. Madden 20 was the game that got Mike into football. Yeah, CM, we'd love to have your friends come in. Thanks for sharing the stream. We got flashing lights when you guys follow, too. It's a long run for the left fielder, slicing away from him. He's not going to get it. Smith's played. J-Ram is running. And he's going to get to third base. Hey, Mr. Grip, thanks for, thanks for lighting up the lights. 2K17 Park, probably the most hours you ever put into a game for Big Boy Ned. Ned, what build did you have? Mike owned Madden's 14, 16, 18, 19, and 20 was the one that really got him watching the NFL. Yeah, College Hoops needs to be the next college game, right, Mula? We need another college basketball game. I don't know if EA is going to make it or if 2K will try to get in there. Ned had the sharpshooter build back in 2K17. 2K17 was the game that I first had a little bit of success on streaming way back in those days. You need college baseball as well. I feel like college baseball is such a niche game. I don't know if somebody's going to really take it on. Maybe we get like an independent developer does it, but I don't know that they'll have the money for NIL players. We'll get a Ted Simmons smash, and we're up by 3. Mike says, you used to play a lot of online franchise with your friends at school in Madden 18. Always tried to trade for Mahomes, which, man, you're early on the hype trade. Could have been this close to being a Chiefs fan. Yeah, that ball was crushed. What's up, Ben? How's your day going? Yeah, I hate to just like throw cold water on you guys because other folks have said it too, Mr. Grip Your Lip, but I don't know. Like, I just can't see a huge studio putting a lot of resources into a college baseball game, unfortunately. Yeah, I want to send Carroll and see if he makes a mistake defensively for the inside the park home run. That was kind of lollipopped in, too, but we'll take 3 with Corbin. Sunset Beach Ballers for life for Ned. Yeah, and I haven't thought about that in a while. He was 76 overall. Looks like he's got potential. You were not wrong about that. Ben, I'm doing great. We're triple streaming. We're on TikTok, red and purple streams. And we just want to get everybody to follow, share, and like. And if anybody can subscribe on TikTok or subscribe on their backup or anything like that, be huge. We're very close to unlocking gifted subs there. And yeah, we got to do some type of celebration if we make it. If we make it to 50 subs, I'll delete any game that you guys want me to delete, including the show. Although I don't know what I would do for content if we delete the show. I mean, I'll re-download it, but yeah, we can delete Madden or something. Let's see, Connor, the only thing you like about NIL is that we now have college video games again, says Connor. Yeah, it's definitely good that we got college football back, and hopefully more things coming eventually. Somebody said we should get a college lacrosse game, and then I was thinking about those old Olympic games, you know, where it has like the medley, Summer Olympics. You can do track and field, you can do rhythmic gymnastics, you can do all this different stuff. What if they made like a little catch-all college game that was a master of none, but a jack of all trades, where you could, you know, do some different college events? I think could be a fun way to go to. Like, I would definitely play it if it was at least somewhat decently made. Yeah, LB's knocked it in to left field. Like says, I don't think the players make the college football game. It's the team's dynasty and road to glory that make the college football game. It was never a problem with the older NCAA games, says Mike. But the older ones, right, they were using the players' likeness without using their name. You know, they had Matt Leinart or Reggie Bush or whoever in there under their jersey numbers. Those guys just weren't getting paid. That's why the O'Bannon brothers sued way back.
De La Cruz.
Ed and Charlie O'Bannon from UCLA. Mike's gonna be like, yeah, leave it to UCLA to screw stuff up. Mike's a fan of USC. I have a shirt over my ring light because it's really big and it's a little bit too bright to diffuse some of the lighting. And the ceiling fan was like making the arm move, and it was distracting me watching the ball. So that's why I'm like reaching over and moving stuff. In case anybody was wondering what I'm up to. Wes is here, and Wes is on the tap team. Let's go, Wes. I got a decent amount of packs. If we get 100,000 likes, we will rip them.
He's going.
That's a pretty late break. And we're going to be out with Ellie De La Cruz. Not the way I planned that one. What's going on, Wes? Yeah, what's your Memorial Day plans looking like, Wes? Do you have the 3-day weekend off? And if so, what are you going to do to enjoy it? PCA almost got that down.
Did he go?
Went chasing on that one. rookies out by a stride. Mike says, you think the lawsuit has caused irreversible damage to college football, even if its great players are getting more scholarships? You think it's desensitized people to walking on and lessering roster size? That's a really good take. I don't think that I've thought about it that in-depthly, personally. TT Prism, thanks for following. Who's your favorite baseball team, TT?
Garcia.
Here's Adolis Garcia. Do you guys like my opponent's uniforms? They kind of remind me of like the All-Star Game uniforms sometimes.
0-2 is the count.
I miss the All-Star Games just being wear your team's colors to the game. Big Royals fan. How about favorite Royal past and present, TT?
The catcher, number 33, Jason Veritek.
Adrian, thank you for following. How are you, friend?
No balls.
Who do you root for as a baseball fan, Adrian? That went further than the ball, and I made a bad throw. Baylor's not going to be able to dig that one out of the dirt. E4.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mike Piazza.
Piazza gave it a good rip, but we'll grab it and be out of the inning.
Leading off for the A's, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
See, you're younger, but you loved Escobar and right now Bobby. Indeed it is. We're playing MLB The Show 25.
0-1's the count.
Just swung over the top. Does anyone have a Hulu membership? Just standalone Hulu membership? I was thinking about getting it because King of the Hill, I think, comes out this weekend. The King of the Hill revival. Also, personally, Ed O'Bannon didn't really care about his likeness. He saw a loophole in the lawsuit to get a settlement, but he didn't do much in the NBA. Maybe wrong. You need to read more into the case. Yeah, I think Ed O'Bannon just wanted to get an additional bag, and I believe he did. I think he got millions, right, from that deal. Soto did get underneath it, and bye-bye baseball. We'll probably just work for your job on Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be really busy. Who do I think the Warriors get in the offseason? I mean, I hope they get one more star to run with Steph, Jimmy, and Draymond, but we'll see. It's on Dunleavy Jr. to try to turn over every single rock and see what they can get. So you got Disney Plus with your Hulu. Did I hear about Darren Ruff signing with the Reds? I did not. Haven't thought about Darren Ruff in a while. That's probably way more than he made in his NBA career. I believe he was like a mid-first round pick for O'Bannon. He was a pretty good college player. His brother Charlie, I think, was a second rounder. But yeah, I bet you Ed didn't make that much in the league. Oh, he's suing the Reds. I'm sorry, my eyes looked over at that, and sometimes you either assume a typo or your brain just registers it wrong. I didn't know Darren Ruff was suing the Reds. That's super interesting. I do think Giannis may get traded. Warrior fans have the big hope of trying to land Giannis because Giannis and Steph are supposedly close. We'll see. I think the only way it happens is if Giannis forces a trade to Golden State. Because I don't think the Warriors can outbid other teams. We can put it together a package to salary match and stuff, but I don't think we can get it. All right, GG's. Bye-bye to our opponent. We shut him down with Donaldson. It was a nice debut for him. We'll try Matt Cain here in the rotation as we're approaching back to 700. If you're on TikTok, please follow, share, and like. If anybody could consider subscribing. We're 5 subs away from unlocking gifted subs there. I believe it's permanent on TikTok, so I will probably talk about it a whole lot more than I normally do. Would be splendid if we can get 5 more subscribers today or over the weekend. If you're on the red chat with Adam, please subscribe, thumbs up, and react. Subscribing there's like following. If you're in the purple, please follow and chat with us, like our buddy Joey Porter. What's up, Joey? See, Mike thinks NIL, the players getting paid is cool, but it's overdone. It's ruining young men's lives with them getting so much money and blowing it. The entire reason for players not to get paid in college is because you got to the NFL, you're more educated, more mature. Now people are being paid to sign a contract at 17, 18 years old. Kyle, welcome aboard. Thanks for following, Kyle. Another Major League Stadium. What's with all the Major League Stadiums, man? It's not that it's terrible, but you know the game plays better when you don't play Major League Parks. NIL boosters are completely different. I'm just reading off Mike's chat. Mike wasn't talking about boosters. Go get them.
The left fielder, Ricky.
No, I'm not saying that you're wrong. Go get them, but yeah, you may have misunderstood what I was saying, or I may have done a poor job reading it. All right, so we're up on Hall of Fame in this game. It's pitching Zimmerman.
1-1.
And we're in that area where we're kind of bouncing between All-Star and Hall of Fame, and of course the speed differential and PCI differentials, they do factor there. Case in the dirt there. Not great. You'll see. I'll read off the next portion from Mike. So Mike plays games as like the entire incentive of receiving a scholarship pre-NIL was you're getting free education. To possibly do something other than football if you didn't make it to the league, which was a good deal. Now you have some athletes who just ignore class because they're getting millions and think that they're set. Do we have any indication what like the average top 25 school is paying across, you know, NIL money to their football players? And I'm guessing, you know, the Stars are making a lot more than some third string type kid. Yeah, that was not a good swing with Soto. He's too far in. So 3 up, 3 down as I adjust, hopefully, to Hall of Fame here. Here's Dustin May. And that got way too much of the plate. Served it right down the pipe. I thought Ricky would grab it. He's left-handed. Defending Ricky used to throw with the left hand, so I was trying to leave that glove out there, and Ricky just banged into the wall, and yeah, nothing. Wes will be back. Boosters pay around $20 million to their athletes each year. Says go get them. Average in the top 25 schools is like $200K a year. Hey, that's really solid money for, you know, being in your teens or early 20s. How did Dustin May miss that thing? I was thinking, am I going to come to the plate or not? And then it just went through and he gets an infield hit. It's so weird. Bro making $700K back in college before the lawsuits got settled. Can't imagine what's happening now, says Mike plays games. But yeah, that was a weird animation. At least I thought it was.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, what's up, Flippity? How are you doing, buddy? Flippity, did you go see Kendrick tonight in SoCal by chance? One of the other mods in the other platforms did. Big timers are making millions. Average deals around 200, 250. Paul Feinbaum was talking about it the other day. Dutch, thanks for following. I may be playing Dutch, I don't know. Like says, the #1 prospect last year who signed with Michigan is reportedly being paid $10.5 million. That's insane. No, not yet, Extracting. Trying to get there. Need some pack luck. We need you guys to tap the screen, 100,000 likes, and we'll do a big pack opening. Got the like-a-thon on. Follow train is on. More follows equals more time, and hopefully we'll land Shohei today and then get Beltran done.
No ball, 2 strikes.
But yeah, I still need Shohei. I still need Judge. No, not particularly. Like, it's a cool card. It'll go into my theme team, but they they nerfed the theme team, so I'm a little bit irritated with SDS that they're giving us finally some better cards for our theme teams. Like Kurtz and Rooker got cards this week, and now the holiday boost is lesser. So it's like, well, that's not that great. Now all the other guys are not going to play as well as they did. So it's like it's just another way for them to try to push you towards buying packs and hoping to get meta cards, you know, instead. Hey, what's up, Steve? Steve's in our red chat this morning. Steve says it's evening. Nice thing about TA is that they let you finish the pathway for the finest card.
The left fielder.
Jacob Wilson Diamond is decent. Yeah, he's got an okay swing. So does Max Muncy. They both got those tops now early in the year. Flippity, thanks for the likes, buddy. How are you, Flippity?
That ball is foul.
Oh, maybe there's a dual boost. I mean, Holiday has a... He splits. He does both sides contact, he does clutch, and he does Ks per 9. But I don't think there's like 2 A's captains. Let's see. Tracer, thanks for following. How are you, friend? Yeah, we gotta get that follow train moving. We need everybody to be like Tracer. Flash these lights, sit in this timer, do a big stream. With the Angels captain, you can put the captain on hitting and pitching, and it boosts amazingly. But you can't put 2 hitting captains and get the boost.
Inside ball.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's only Holiday on the A's right now. But last year, you know, theme teams were super viable. In fact, they were probably meta. This year, I was hoping they were going to make the actual theme teams, you know, the team-based theme teams, be more effective and more enjoyable, and it hasn't been the case. I get it with like the Yankees or Red Sox or something that has a ton of diamonds, but the smaller clubs probably need a little bit more of a boost. Oh, does Rooker give us a boost then? Maybe I didn't realize how Rooker worked. Hard to go flawless when you never played the game mode, Drew. So no, haven't gone flawless, but I almost never touch BR. Hey, Flippity, thanks for the heart me. Aiden, thanks for following.
One ball, 2 strikes.
This is a perfect swing from Carroll. It was a contact swing. But sometimes you pull him into the short part of the field. We just wanted to try to get to Zimmerman, but we'll get to him with a big fly. Yeah, what's up, Beta? So, yeah, maybe my bad, Mike. Maybe if I get Rooker, he helps the team more than I realize. I haven't looked super in depth into this color thing. I keep wanting to call it Color Rush. That's not what it's called.
That's a ball.
Braves are fun. They have Riley and Glavin now as captains.
That's out. Ball
Helps a ton. 5 positions you struggle even to get gold in. Jersey looks like this is in the Banana League. Is that a compliment, Flippity? Or are you messing with me? Flippity, what's your Memorial Weekend plan, sir? Steven, are you going to celebrate Memorial Day? Although I know you're not in the U.S. anymore. And I swung through early on the circle change. Thought it was a sinker, assuming. But hey, at least Corbin Carroll got us a big fly. Same here. I'm thinking about barbecuing and making some s'mores and just having a good time flipping. Oh, okay. So my bad. I didn't realize, guys. So I guess, yeah. Take what I said, put my foot in my mouth. Rooker will clutch up with Holiday, I assume.
inside ball 1.
So yeah, that might make the theme team even better than I expected. Let's see, about to give 1,500 from the other caller, TA, to let you finish the whole TA. You can't have them both. Okay. So some teams got a hitter and a pitcher, and some teams didn't. That seems like terrible planning. Well, I guess Rooker will probably be my DH, and that might open up left field for not using Holiday. Yeah, they definitely should have made Eckersley the... Well, I guess they're not doing previous players, but they should have done Mason Miller or something.
0-1.
Well, the A's only have two hitting captains, though, Carter. A's have Matt Holliday and Brent Rooker, both outfielders. So, I don't think that works. Unless I'm missing something. Flippy, are you planning to go see the Chargers in person this season? I know you went at least once or twice since I knew you last season.
Ball 2. 2-2 to count.
Not a good throw. Thankfully for me, he chased just a bit off the plate there. Not really going to celebrate there. You're in the middle of nowhere next to the ocean for Steve. Steve, sounds like you're living the life, bud. Just like you might fire up the barbecue or something. Enjoy all the baseball over the weekend. Hey, what's up, Silas? How you been, friend? Looks like the record has given us some likes. Yeah, we would love to get the like train going. And the follow train. TikTok's a little bit on the quiet side. Hopefully it picks up as the morning wears on. We got packs, we got sub goals, we got all kinds of things to do for TikTok. Could be a banner day. We need 5 new subs and pack opening at 100,000 likes. So please follow that to our timer. Hey, that'd be splendid, Mike. Hope you pull him for more than one reason. Just finished the drive from Indiana to Denver. It was rough. I bet your arms are tired. No, you said you drove. Sorry. What are you doing making that long journey, friend? Cook up some ribs. The ocean's 50 yards from the front door for Steve. And we got him out here. If we can complete the pickle. And that throws off to the side, but apparently we got the tag in. Should you buy a 50 bundle or save for a Tawny? Save for a Tawny. The pack odds aren't worth it, bud.
Throw Armstrong.
TCA gives this a good ride, and we'll have 2 off the rip first pitch of the top of the third. So you got scared when you pull the diamond. It's just headliner Brandon Lowe for Mike Plays Games. Silas, thanks for the likes. Oh, he's got me. Dang it. I was hoping he was going to miss that throw. If we get the throw to first, we're good. I was hoping he had it loaded up. Jose, I don't think I like your tone. So, 5 minutes in the gulag, Jose. Same here, Mike. Unless, like, Novell Marte counts or something. I don't think anybody's covering third. Oh, and he overran it. Game looks like it desynced, so Ricky gets 2 bases. These are bad. I know, buddy. You're not telling me anything I don't know. Soto's under 90. I thought only over 90s had the light blue thing. Then again, maybe I don't look at the lights closely enough. Oh, I don't believe so. But maybe I could definitely be wrong. I didn't think he was over 90. But yeah, it's possible. I thought he was like 88 both times, or 89. There we go. Pitching view, I use outfield, friend. How about for yourself, Extracted? should plate Henderson, although he's going to come home, and we will score that time. So Ricky comes in off the grounder. Productive out for Jose Ramirez. Let's see, Extracton's using zone 2.
1-1.
Just a bit high. Yeah, it's crazy how many stubs there are, Steven. For Judge and Atani. We'll avoid the double play. Dom, thanks for the share. We want to get everything moving there on TikTok. Please follow, share, and like. More followers means more time on our time bank, and we'll do a longer stream for everyone.
0-1's the count.
What do you guys think is the worst sports movie of all time? Not the best, the worst. I don't know that I have an answer for chat, but have you ever watched a sports movie that you thought, this thing's terrible? Mike says Draft Day. I still want to watch it. Draft Day seems like one of those movies is either people love it or they hate it. Mike says it's god-awful for Draft Day. And we'll roll over early on the Baylor swing. But interesting inning we do get up there. Oh, no way. Diddy's in that movie? Wonder if he's getting royalties in jail. Like Mike 2, says Flippity. What about that one with Kyrie, Uncle Drew? That movie looked ridiculous to me. I know it was geared at kids, though. I never watched it. So I probably can't comment on it, but didn't watch that one. I didn't watch Space Jam 2 either. LeBron's not my king. Draft Day was a good movie, says Bambino. What's that, Bambino? Any fun Memorial Day plans, Bambino?
Now batting, the center fielder, Corbin.
See, Steve says Sugar. It's about a baseball pitcher. Oh, I've never seen that one. Carroll's getting a piece of everything, unfortunately. Mike says, want to know a good baseball documentary, though? It's called Fastball. Let's see. Go Birds, Baby. Go Birds, Baby. What's your favorite sports movie of all time? I was just asking everybody their least favorite sports movie. Bambino says, whoever said Sugar has really bad taste. Bambino's in the purple chat, Steve. He disagrees with you. The Sandlot or The Natural, says Go Birds. Looks like the birds that you like are the Eagles, if I'm not mistaken, looking at your profile picture. Kind of hard to tell because it's really small on my screen. But he said Sandlot. Keanu, what's up, Keanu? Thanks for following. Keanu, what's your favorite sports movie? I did ask him his favorite, though, Mike. I didn't ask him his least favorite. Sandlot is crazy. I switched gears, though. I think I may have thrown off mods in all the different chats. Yeah, I asked him his favorite. Go Birds, what's your least favorite sports movie? Yeah, I was asking worst. Keanu likes Gridiron Gang. Legend of Bagger Vance is kind of a sleeper for a sports movie. I know some people really like it, but even as a big golf person, I wasn't super into it. Tin Cup's okay. In my estimation. Bambino says Sugar literally has a 93% Rotten Tomato score. Not sports, but you watched Green Book for the first time. It was fire. What's Green Book about?
Nope, that's a ball.
Mike says probably Moneyball for him for best, even if it's a bit disingenuous with how big of a role it played in the A's success. Yeah. I mean, the 20 wins was cool, but it's not like they went and won the World Series that year. But I know it was a good book, and the A's were kind of ahead of the curve on the metric thing and embraced it. And Billy Bean's a genius and blah blah blah. But Billy's made his mistakes too. But the movie was good, and I'm glad they made a cool baseball movie. I was running and he just didn't break, or I sent him to run pre-pitch. That was the perfect pitch to run on. Ooh, dodgeball. Hey, that's a good call. Getting ready for work. What type of work do you do? An Italian works as a driver for an African American in the 60s, goes on a tour down south. Hey, I'm an Italian, so I should check out that movie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't think Zito, Hudson, or Mulder get mentioned, and if they do, it's like super in passing type of thing. Yeah, Tejada was going nuts that year. It's very focused on Scott Hatteberg, which, it was cool how Hatteberg performed for us, but I always regretted that we traded away Carlos Pena too. Pena went on for some monster seasons with the Rays. See, as a landscaper, got to pick up a few things. Force, you're heading early. Seen the TikTok vids for that one for Flippity. 2002 Angels. When did they do that year? I don't remember. See, can't remember the name, but about the quarterback for the Rams was informative. Was it the movie about Kurt Warner? Because I ended up never watching that movie either. I wouldn't mind watching it. I just haven't seen it. Oh, that hunk of metal? Yeah. I know how Rob Manfred feels about it. Crazy that was 23 years ago, but a lot more recent than, my team's won a championship. Let's see. Will, thanks for following.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Mike wasn't alive. Let him go. Right, we'll step on the bag. Playing the tropics in this matchup. Will, what's your favorite sports movie of all time, Will?
The shortstop, Ellie De La
This may be the year. I don't think you guys are losing any more games, Mike. Angels are streaking, and they're hot. I mean, it's been pretty painful for, since the 80s, so I was pretty young when those things were happening. I don't think I realized how special it was. Like, it feels special, but you don't have that much perspective when you're a child. See, Kurt Wynn, very cool, coming from a washout, from 0 to hero for Kurt Warner. What are good vision hitters with low budget? Oh, I don't know. Usually Roberto Clemente is one of those high vision guys, but that moonshot Clemente is probably not that great for those categories. Somebody will probably answer here in a minute, though, Extraction. The show has turned Bambino into an offline player. Other teams have had incredible success. Cardinals, Kurt Warner, criminally underrated. Yeah, he had some good years there. And Henderson gets the steal. So who are the high vision guys that are cheap for our friend Extracted? If you guys are browsing on TikTok, please follow. If you're in the red chat, please subscribe. If you're on TikTok, maybe subscribe for $2.99. Or if you're already a subscriber to me, subscribe on your backup. We need 5 more subs to unlock gifted subs on TikTok. As far as Untold Story came out on Netflix the other day. Is it the whole Untold Story about Dylan from Mississippi, or is it his pre-NFL story? PCI tips. Geo, I like a small PCI. Aim small, miss small. Covers it all. Yeah, that sounds interesting. I don't have Netflix. Might have to go pirate that one. Covers him from high school until retirement, says Bambino.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Oh, that one's smashed. I was hoping it was going to hook in front of the foul pole, but it's gone. We're back level. Didn't get it in quite deep enough on that cutter. The cutter's been working very well for me, but not that one. Better chill out, says Dark Spectre. He didn't know her? I thought she covered him as a beat writer, to be honest. Not that type of beat. We're talking about Brett Favre in his days with the Jets. They'd never been in the same room.
Hey! 0-1's the count. Whoa, that's down.
He really lost a lot of his image then, because I believe his wife was still sick, battling cancer. And if she wasn't still sick, she may have just got over it, type of thing. And then that scandal broke around Favre. Bambino says she looked a lot like his wife. I thought his wife was blonde and the lady was brunette, but you know, hair color is just part of how people may look alike or differentiate. Let's see, Dawn, thanks for following. How's your day, Dawn?
Nope, that's inside.
Yeah, he liked texting back in the old days. G. Bradley, let's go. Now we got the follows coming in. G, who's your favorite football team? Don, same question for you, because Don had a football in his name. Maybe I don't even know what that story is about, so I'm super lost about it on signing up to go to FSU.
The first baseman, number 25.
Oh, the leg kick got shorter. Post injury completely gone.
Hey!
Is that reflected in the game, Mike? Did you get that that card from the other day that we were talking about? Yeah, he's definitely having a good go in the majors.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count.
Probably make the swing a lot better. That's pretty squared. I was contact swinging, just wanted to drive up the count there on Zimmerman.
Now batting, catcher, Ted Simmons.
Boy, Brent always had a keen eye for those things, right?
Hey!
Who was the quarterback that had the girlfriend that Brent Musburger lost his mind over?
Ball, that's out.
I think he got drafted into the NFL, but he was just pretty much a backup dude. Unless he was like McCarron or something, but that's probably not right. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? He was like an Alabama bowl game or something. Their switch says AJ. It's him. Okay. Let's take a look around target field here. What are these fans doing? Feels like the kids are just adults that got shrunk down. And I know there's like some irony to that, because I mean that's kind of what a child is, but they have like adult like features. They look odd on the fan cam.
Now pitching,
Is more what I'm getting at.
Miller.
Yeah, here's Headley and Miller head to head. Yeah, exactly, Enrique. Yeah, you know what I'm getting at. Hey, what's up, Real Tight Spot? How are you,
Now
buddy?
batting, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Hey! 0-1's the count. Did he go?
Lou says he didn't go. And we'll get Shohei on. Nice play from Ellie De La Cruz.
Now batting, the first baseman, Gil Hodges.
Hey! 0-2.
All right, so you're talking about the college quarterback girlfriend, right, Bambino? Or are you talking about the Brett Favre unwanted text lady?
For the A's, the right
We are multi-streaming for anybody that's watching for the first time. So you have multiple chats going. If you're in the purple stream, you should be able to see
now pitching.
all the chat rooms pop up.
I'll roll this. Chapman.
All right, so we're going to go for the bunt, and it is a beauty from Corbin Carroll. Little cheese on a Saturday morning.
Now batting, the
Yeah,
second
sometimes we
baseman,
just make it up for the
Marte.
content too. Try to protect with a swing. He's hitting me with the slide step. Well, worked out, although I probably shouldn't have swung at that.
Off the plate, ball one.
Enrique, how's your day going? Dom, thanks for the share. I was trying to move the runner, but he didn't steal anyway, so it was all bad. He asked another worker for the Jets to get her number. She said no. Then some Jets office gave the number anyways. Yeah, Mike, what'd you say about UCLA? All right, we'll still third. So we're trying to pull back in front. Maybe start pushing through the 700s. Surprised he wasn't looking for that. He had the infield in, but Ellie's going to give up the out to get the lead. Yeah, my impression of Brett Favre isn't that he's a good person. What do you guys think in all the different chat rooms? Would you want to hang out with Brett Favre? I don't think I would.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
I know everything I know is, alleged. I've never thrown around the football with him wearing Wranglers or any of that stuff. But yeah, Favre just seems scummy to me. Get a great play from Marte. Yes, exactly, Mike.
Now batting, right field.
He did know how to party, says Bambino.
Junior.
All one's the count.
Bambino finding the silver lining in Brett
Ball,
Favre.
1 strike.
TikTok, this may be a fast stream. We need more followers for more time on the time bank. If anybody could subscribe, of course, that would be splendid. We're on 45 subs. Trying to make it to 50 TikTok subscribers to unlock gifted subscriptions. I believe it's permanently if you get to the 50 platform. Evan coming in clutch with the follow. Evan, who's your favorite athlete of all time?
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco.
I do believe Gronk, yeah, probably pretty good at partying. I was afraid of his tight end teammate coming up in chat, but he probably wasn't a cool guy to party with. Don't step on Aaron Hernandez's shoes, right?
Josh Hader.
But I'm not sure where Mike was going with that. Let's see, we got Christian Meadows coming through. Christian, who do you root for as a baseball fan? Thanks for following, Christian. Ant, thank you for the likes.
That's ball 2. 2-2 the count. Count full.
No, that's right. That is a LeBron quote. Chopping on. All right. Who's your favorite Brave of all time? How about Ronald Acuna with the big home run on the first pitch this year? All time, got to go Brett Gardner. Very sad about Brett Gardner's son passing away. I read an update about that, and they think it was CO2 poisoning, unfortunately. I think they were staying at a rental, and there was, I don't remember what it was running like in the closet. I want to say like, not a hot water heater, but something was running and
Now batting,
was leaking
third baseman, Jose
carbon monoxide.
Ramirez.
Simba for our friend Christian. Jesse Chavez, Uncle Jesse. Wow, he got to that fast. I thought it was going to be an easy double. Wasn't even concerned about it. Sent that runner. Yeah, Jonah, thanks for the like.
All one's the count.
Yeah, Jesse Chavez has been on a lot of teams.
No ball.
I met him at the Ace Fan Festival years ago. Super nice in person. And swing and a miss for Soto.
He's out.
Jonah's got the tap team going. We got to get that tap team moving for a pack opening. What's my favorite stadium I've been to? I'm an A's fan. I'd say the Coliseum. You know, just sentimentally, it's my favorite stadium. But I've only been to A's games and Giants games. Oracle Park, which used to be AT&T, is a much nicer stadium. I'm going to go check out Sutter Health eventually here this season, which is a minor league park, unfortunately. I've driven past Petco and the Big A in Anaheim. I just didn't get the opportunity to stop and watch a game there. How about for yourself, Evan? No, I haven't tried to grind them out yet. Did do all the moments, so we at least have some progress towards every one of the teams, but yeah, I didn't start chasing all the things. I thought I would try to push for World Series, you know, hopefully over the next handful of streams, maybe tonight, and then worry about Rooker if I can hit World Series again. Or at least running the theme team. If we wind down with Conquest or something like late in the day, Bambino, if it's like a long stream, then I'll probably switch to the theme team for Conquest and get some progress there. Fringe just DMG and said, if Siakam wins another ring, he's better all time than Kawhi. That's an interesting take. I don't know that I agree. Although Kawhi doesn't seem like a guy that really wants to be out there all the time, for whatever reason. Ooh, you got 11 so far. What's the best method, Bambino? Is that what you meant by offline grinding? Are you just putting together, you know, like Dodger lineup, knocking out all the Dodger objectives, and then on to the next one? I'm disappointed the A's have 2 hitters. It seems weird.
Nope.
CPU, 3 innings, 50 total bases, says Bambino. It's 9th inning. Let me go to the bench here. Should have done it earlier in the at-bat.
Pinch hitting.
You know he's being unserious.
Yellow.
People with a ring favoring culture. Somebody probably believes that, says Mike plays games.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two to count.
You do have all the Jolt cards, so that makes it easier, says Bambino. Thoughts on Derek Jeter as a defender? I think he was super overrated defensively. Got a lot of gold gloves from being a good-looking dude playing for the Yankees and being a good offensive player. Least favorite team's probably the Giants, to be honest. They did a lot to try to get the A's out of the Bay Area, and unfortunately, seems that worked out very well for them. Now I feel like they're being super disingenuous, acting like they care about the A's fans. What's up, Matthew? That's not really anything against the franchise or their fan base. It's more their ownership group. But hey, ownership group I like even less than the Giants is the A's ownership group. So A's are where they belong, thanks to Fisher. So we get another Simmons homer. Been on a little bit of a tear for me lately. Mike Plays Game says, Kawhi has a genuine argument for greatest two-way player of all time when healthy. Mike says, Nito's a better fielder than Jeter. He's been in the league for 2.5 years. Jeter or Lindor? Oh, Jeter. I mean, Jeter played forever and he was, 3,000 hit guy and all that. But Lindor may pass him once it's all said and done. Not really sure who had the better WAR seasons and all that without looking it up and comparing them head to head. But yeah, Jeter could definitely hit back in his day. Oh, I don't know about favorite song. Humpty Dance. I don't know, buddy. I don't think I really have a favorite song. How about for you? You saw Sick Movie yesterday, they were? What's that, Matthew? I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're telling me, Matthew. Jason, thank you for the likes on TikTok chat. So Bambino is telling me, Bambino's he's in my purple chat. Bambino says Lindor has had his first 10 seasons be better than Jeter's first 10 seasons. Toxicity system of a down. Hey, Christopher, you were ready for that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Mike says Lindor's a better talent. Jeter's got longevity at the moment. Bambino saw somebody compare him the other day. Lindor's only 2 home runs away from tying Jeter on the home run leaderboard for all time. So Lindor's definitely bringing more power than Jeter did. And Jeter played through a lot of juiced years. Not that he did anything wrong, but maybe he did, maybe he didn't. He never sent me a fruit basket. Ellie De La Cruz, Oppo Taco. So this has been a good inning, right? Now it's no longer a save situation. Nathan, I don't know what he did. Tell me about him. Tell me about PCA. As PCA steps in with a perfect rip. Oh, that was good timing, Nathan. Also has better on-base plus slugging career-wise and on-base plus slugging plus career-wise. Grand slam for Pete. Crash, thanks for following. How are you, Crash? Lindor has like 10 more WAR. Oh, that's impressive. And that's 10 more throughout the first 10 years, not career-wise. Jeter ended up significantly higher. Than where Lindor is. Are you talking about attending in real life or in the game? I think I like day games for both, Christopher, more. When I set up the show, I hosted at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock overcast is usually what I do. I don't like it being a bandbox. I know some of you guys like to just smash home runs, though. Yeah, that's an interesting comparison. So yeah, there's a strong case being made for Lindor, whoever asked that one in TikTok chat, over Jeter, if Lindor can stay on his path. Cubs were down 6-2. They came back and won 13-6. Moneyball was cool. I mean, I don't think many of us thought about it being the Moneyball era if we were A's fans then. It was already a pretty good core of players that came up. And, you know, the whole thing with getting like Hatterberg and the 3 outcome hitters and all that just kind of, you know, all came together at one time. We had a guy named Ben Grieve that was a really big prospect. His dad, Tom Grieve, played for the Rangers. Ben was Rookie of the Year. He kind of faded out of that Moneyball team right before, you know, before Giambi left. But we had, you know, Eric Chavez, we had Miguel Tejada, we had the big three with Zito, Mulder, and Hudson. Seemingly we had a good reliever every year, whether it be Octavio Dotel or Jason Isringhausen, Keith Folk. They just kind of found guys that did the role well. And they'd plug in different players, like Arubio Durazo was really good for us for one season. So, yeah, it seemed like they were just kind of snake bitten. They get to the postseason and find a way not to get it done. You know, Jeremy Giambi didn't slide. I think in the modern day replay era, Giambi was probably safe. I don't think Posada got the tag on him, but he should have slid. We were just talking about Jeter, so of course that's one of Jeter's highlights, memorable highlights. You know, we had one year where probably should have beat Boston, but it looked like the umpire stopped the play, so Tejada and Eric Burns didn't run in and score, and just, yeah, weird stuff that kept happening. But it is what it is. They were fun to watch for sure. And I don't think, you know, I mean, some fans may have been super into it and realized the A's were a little bit ahead of the curve with the metrics and things, but I feel like a lot of that was written about and remembered about and made a big thing over after that was done. And then the A's kept trying to recapture the lightning in the bottle with players like Derek Barton that didn't really work out for us. Seemed like they were kind of stuck on that for a while. Tim Hudson, 20-game winner. Yes, Barry Zito had the 27 win Cy Young year. Barry Zito was like unhittable that year. Kobe, what's up, Kobe? Thanks for being here. And that one felt laggy, and it was. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Lindor had a COVID season. Well, you know, guys of his era did. But yeah, Lindor lost some games. Bambino has given up on getting Ohtani. Kobe, thanks for being there, bud. And thank you for the heart me. Appreciate all the heart me's from everybody. Puts you guys on the TikTok team. If you guys are new TikTok friends that are not subscribed, if you could maybe subscribe, it's $2.99. We need 5 more subs to take the lid off of gifted subs. We're at 45. We need to get to 50. So yeah, if anybody can subscribe on TikTok, it would be splendid. And everyone that follows adds to our time bank. So more followers means we'll have a longer stream. So please follow, share, and like if you're in TikTok chat. Keep playing road games in Major League stadiums. How would I fix the current A's team in 5 years? I'd make John Fisher sell the team. That would be the greatest thing that could happen to the A's, is get Fisher out of there. Then you could settle the stadium situation. Hopefully, in the Bay Area or Sacramento, and then you know, stay around the fan base that already likes the team and give them something to root for. The current team has a lot of young talent, not a great defensive squad, and they need to address the pitching staff. But yeah, it starts at the top, and the top is as rotten as it gets for the A's.
The shortstop.
This guy's got the Savannah Bananas looking logo. Pretty cool. The played a co-op game. Your team fell asleep. You won the game. For you guys, you were down 1-0 and you won it 4-1. Let's see. You're 3. Thanks for following. Yes, the defensive outfield looked great tonight. I mean, relatively speaking, Butler's still a liability. Soderstrom's still a liability. But side to side, Denzel Clark was running up on Soderstrom on some balls. And, I mean, they got to get their communication down. But he covers a lot of ground out there. So I'm glad we got a speedy outfielder. I kind of think they should have maybe not ran SD Ruiz out of the organization so fast, because SD was a guy that had great speed too. Apparently, though, SD wasn't a very good defensive player. Maybe he took bad pass, bad reads. But, yeah, having some speed out there is nice. Don't pay too much attention. Butler, he has good top-end speed, but he takes bad breaks. And he seems like he gets down on himself when he misplays the ball. Had one tonight that dropped in front of him that he probably should have had. I think he's kind of a weak right fielder. Miguel Andujar's a weak defender. Rooker's weak defensively. Soderstrom, they can't really find a spot for him. He was playing pretty well at first base, but then Kurtz came up, and Kurtz has hit 3 home runs last 2 games now, so he's finding the power stroke. So they just got to figure out what they're going to do defensively. And, you know, pitching staff-wise, I think the A's organizationally probably were looking for fly ball pitchers to pitch in the Oakland Coliseum now that they're in Sacramento. Ball carries more, it's hotter, it's drier, and a lot of these guys are getting lit up. Severino and Springs have been okay, but some of the back of the rotation guys have been really rough. Yeah, they could definitely make a trade for an extra arm somewhere. Yeah, Soderstrom, I think, will become okay in left field. Maybe not the greatest range, but he has good arm strength. Hey, Kobe, pleasant dreams.
0-2.
See, Buddy says, am I working on the Color Storm Team Affinity? Brent Rooker is insane at hitting. I'll get there in time. Oh, I don't think so, Bambino. I mean, maybe. But I think that's probably wrong until they come up towards their either their arbitration seasons or their free agency time. Which is, I mean, that's always the A's MO, is to move guys when they're going to leave. But no, I doubt it. Soderstrom's not like a disaster in left field. He's not like Jack Cust out there or something.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Honestly, I think he probably plays left field better than Miguel Andujar does. I'd be more inclined to trade him away if somebody wanted a righty bat. Of course, teams probably rather have someone that's younger, that's under club control too. Drew, no, I don't play BR. Didn't you ask that earlier, Drew? Play better left field than Ward all series. Does Ward defend well anywhere, Mike? Like, is Ward okay at first base or something? Oh, nice, Alex. Good luck to you, friend. Drew, if it wasn't you, I apologize. But yeah, somebody just asked a little bit ago. But yeah, I'm not really a BR player. I almost don't never play it unless there's something I have to do to get like an objective done. Have I ever tried? I've played it a ton, buddy. I used to play it a lot before I streamed. But yeah, streaming FIFA's rough, man. At least for me, trying to keep up with the gameplay in the chat. Moved to left because of Adele and Trout. Came up at third baseman. Played the majority. Is he okay at third base then?
That ball's foul.
Not great. I will slide away. He'll advance. My first game with Matt Kane, we're trying out Kane. If you guys are browsing on TikTok or you're new, please follow. For your page viewers, come on in. We want to drive that timer up. We need more follows to do so. If anybody gifts or subscribes, of course, that adds quite a bit of time. We're really close to a huge sub goal for TikTok, so I know I bring it up a lot. But it's just because we're close right now. We've not been this close previously. We got close before the app went dark, but now we're closer than we used to be. How could MLB address the salary cap problem? I don't think it can. I think it's too far gone now. you're not going to get enough owners to agree to it. The really small owners are happy with their revenue sharing and cashing checks. Your big owners like the Yankees, Dodgers, whatever, they're not going to want to not compete and have the advantage on everyone. You might be able to institute some type of salary cap floor, salary floor, right? So you don't get teams that are just bare budget minor league AAA squads that they're running out. I'm sure the Players Association would like that too. Moncada hit the ball so far. Dude, Moncada crushed that one against the A's. It was up into the trees over the grassy knoll thing. I think Moncada was ticked off at the umpire for calling him for a strikeout earlier in the game. It was a 3-2 count, stepped out of the box, and the ump said he was screwing around too much and struck him out for a delay of game. Moncada, I believe, thought he had time. So yeah, he took it out next time he went to bat. This is hit well. Speaking of next time at bat and Angels, Don Baylor had some good years with the Angels, and he'll get us a solo shot. Anyone seen that weird play during the Braves-Dodger game? No, I missed it, Evan. Definitely gone too far, says Alex. Jake, thanks for following. Jake, who do you root for as a baseball fan? See, Steve says, load up on TA teams. He's done with 8 teams right now. Good going, Steve. Yeah, that Baylor swing was a good one. I didn't follow it up with a good one, but yeah, the Baylor swing was nice. Ooh, I thought I hit that better with Carroll than I did. I mean, we'll take the hit, but I thought we bashed it. Yeah, Baylor's been cool. Baylor's been cool for me. I wish he was, you know, A's Baylor, but by that point of his career, he was towards the end. I was gonna send the runner, but I went first pitch swinging, and down we go. Oh well. Sometimes it be that way. TikTok, thanks for 22 followers, and yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hope everybody's gonna have a great, safe Memorial Day weekend. You guys want to hear a random weird story? Nothing to do with sports or video games. I'll answer the Langoliers question here first. Let's see if anybody's interested. How was Shea Langoliers' big prospect a few years ago? Langoliers is good. I have a few A's fans that I know that are really down on Langoliers for his lack of throwing out runners. But I think it's because our pitching staff is pretty slow to the plate. But Langoliers plays good defense. I think he handles the staff well. He's a speedy catcher, and he hits for power. I really like Shea. Honestly, probably rather have Shea than Sean Murphy at this stage. He's made a couple trades with Atlanta. I miss Olsen, but I know Olsen has been kind of mixed for you guys there. Olsen was really good for us back in those days. Yeah, Murphy's an interesting dude. Like, at least in his A's days, and I haven't seen him a lot in Atlanta now. But Murphy was a guy that always felt like he had crazy power, but he didn't barrel up enough. And it was a very nice defensive player. But I know he's been often injured since he went to Atlanta, too. Cole, thanks for following. You think dumping on Shea is pretty lame. His arm strength isn't even some of the worst at catcher. Yeah, that one dude seems to have a super axe to grind with Langoliers for some reason. I don't know if Shea denied him on autograph at a game or what. That guy got a temporary ban for complaining about the moderators one of the days over there, Mike. He does post a lot, so I mean, content is good, but yeah, don't blame the mods for everything.
That's a ball.
Alex, thank you for the likes on the TikTok chat. I'm having trouble throwing a strike here.
3-0.
Oh, bummer. Wanted that on the outer half. Mookie got all of it. Gave up Shea and Contreras in a matter of 2 years. Let's see. Mets Dodgers. Ball bobbled off of Soto's glove. Taylor caught it before it hit the ground. They didn't call it an out. Oh. Did they end up reviewing it and still getting it wrong, or did they not review it? Shea's mid 700 on base plus slugging and has a plus 0.7 WAR. Catcher this early, pretty good for a catcher. Hopefully they don't do the same to Baldwin.
The batter, number 4, designated hitter, Josh Peterson.
Yeah, I mean, he's maybe one of those rare guys that he'll actually have his prime years with the A's. Usually we're done with the guys by the time they're 28. Not sure how many more years of club control they have for Langoliers. I guess Daniel Susik is a decent prospect in the A's organization in AAA. We brought up some other backup catcher in Showdown Pareda today. They have him until 29. If the season doesn't turn around, and I doubt it will, with under Kotze's management, yeah, maybe he'll get dangled at the trade line. Would definitely be a nice bat for somebody trying to contend or that is contending. If you guys are on TikTok, hey, please follow. We'd love to get the follows going. A little quiet. Got on sort of in between West Coast falling asleep and East Coast waking up, but I appreciate all of you that are watching and that have followed. Oh, 2020. Okay, I thought you meant when he was turning 29. Yeah, I was thinking that was kind of fast, but I didn't remember how many games he had gotten in Atlanta.
1 and 2.
You're watching from Florida. You're up early, or maybe you've been up all night. How often do you encounter gators out that way, Christian? I feel like when I talk to Floridians, that they say they're pretty frequently out in the waters. Andrew, I'm closer to retiring than to being a student, Andrew. Turn 45 in a couple months. I do this, and I also work for a sports streaming company. If you got blocked, you were doing something wrong.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ricky.
Seems like it's almost time to go make a bagel. Sounds yummy, says Gunner. Gunner, what toppings are we doing on the bagel, friend? And he'll just get there. Man, regretting that 3-run homer we gave up. But sometimes it goes that way. We'd love to World Series push in front of you guys. Swamp puppies, they won't bother you if you don't bother them. Heard, yeah, the gators are like way less aggressive than crocodiles, but you know, I mean, yeah, don't mess with them. And apparently they don't like each other if they ever do encounter one another out in nature. What a play from Ellie De La Cruz. I'd replay it, but I don't want to be a troll. Oh, it didn't even give me the replay option. Cream cheese, avocado, everything, bagel seasoning. Thought that was going to be the second baseman's ball, but PP just overrode and gave it to Matt Cain.
The center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Who's George Springer springing in? Oh, no way. It's a bad release and a bad result. Was trying to run it on the inner half for a ball, but like close and missed there. Don't know how much I like the Matt Cain card. He may get like one more start for me and see how we go, but I mean, not always, but usually I don't give up this many runs with starters in Hall of Fame. See, Mike says he's happy that Detmers has been playing better out of the pen of late. You want him to put it together. Steve, what did you do that you were fortunate enough to be retired by 60? Steve's watching, I believe, in Thailand. I can't remember if you're in Thailand or the Philippines. But Steve's watching overseas. And, yeah, he's quite the MLB The Show grinder. Still in a little parched.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
I don't think the A's are going to trade Mason Miller for one. I did read an article regarding that, and the A's would only be interested in essentially a blue chip young player that could play positionally daily if they were going to move Miller. Miller has struggled a little bit of late. He's been getting infrequent use because they've been in a losing streak. So I wonder if as many teams are looking for him, but I mean, his stuff is still electric. Gambino says he thinks he could retire in Thailand right now. Mike says he's going to be honest if he's the A's. You trade him as soon as possible, just personally speaking. Fear of injury concern, Mike? Because he has had some elbow issues already for Mason Miller. Came up as a starter. I think he started he started like 2 or 3 games for the A's and then got shut down. And he's been the closer since.
It's 0-1.
What's my honest opinion on Jackson Holiday? Good or living on his name? Gunner, I don't give dishonest opinions. So you don't have to ask with that preference. I don't like Matt Holiday, and I try not to hold that against his kids. Matt could not wait to get out of Oakland when the A's were in Oakland and he was there. And just incredibly stupid team affinity from SDS this year. Because most A's fans do not have good memories of Matt Holiday. So anyhow, about Jackson, I don't know. I haven't watched him play a whole heck of a lot. I know he was very highly touted. I know his brother's highly touted coming into this draft. But I think he's so young that, you know, you probably could be patient if you're an Orioles fan. Christian thinks he'll be a stud. Hey, what's up, Justin? How are you, friend? Justin, we're 5 subs away from unlocking gifted subs on TikTok. We're right on the door, Justin. We've never been this close. But Justin, what you up to? What's your Memorial Day plans looking like? Day was good. Could use him as an opener or something. There were some fans saying that's what they should do with Miller because the pitching is so bad. Fear of injury concerns. If you can trick a team and give you a high-level guy that's young, do it easily. Elite closers are not exactly rare, says Mike. Oh, I don't know about the home run thing. I think so. I thought it was for a while. Let's see. So Steve retired at 32, opened a business in high school, currency exchange and retirement. DOJ went after the corrupt companies, and you live in the Philippines. Awesome, Steve. Congratulations on all your success. Memorial Day, I think we're just going to chill out. I'm planning to break out the barbecue. I haven't used it in a long time, so probably going to barbecue this weekend. So hopefully that'll go well. Hope it doesn't need too much prep to get it ready for cooking. Which sport is my favorite? Seem more knowledgeable than most on all of them. Hey, thanks, Nick. My favorite sport's golf, actually. I have a license to teach golf. My first job was at a golf course. And yeah, golf's a great game, right? You can play whether you're 8 years old or 80 years old. As far as team sports, I like baseball, basketball, and football all about the same. So I enjoy NFL, MLB, NBA, all that stuff. Like says, he doesn't know there's rumors the Pirates ownership blocked the front office for trading Bednar for a good package when he was hot. Now he hasn't been the same. I'm gonna let this guy bunt for a day. Wear himself out. Yeah, he ran into a 3-run shot with Mookie. Otherwise, it's been fairly even game. He's awfully proud of himself. Switch up the major for Nick. So Steve, he left America because he got tired of paying taxes. Government taking advantage of him. Live abroad, no tax on the first 100,000 in the Philippines. Do you feel like things are fairly stable there? I don't usually get into any political discussion, but I think we could talk Philippine politics there. I know Duarte was very mixed, and then I believe it's one of the kids of like Imelda Marcos is now the president, and then I thought like the vice president was against the president. Does it feel like day to day those things affect you guys, Steve, or is it just more something maybe you see on TV or read about online?
The third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
That's low. That's a ball.
Mike says, don't get me wrong, Miller's awesome, but starting pitching and lineup is far more important just by daily impact, if you ask him. Yeah, I know there's been a thought that Miller would go back to the rotation eventually, but now this is year 2 of being a closer, and I think maybe they're afraid of taxing, you know, his arm, shoulder, and all that with significant innings. Pretty stable, no real issues there in Mayberry.
The shortstop, Ellie De La through.
When I swear up to bunt, I mean it. I don't just dance about it.
Ball.
I think part of the A's issue is the pitching coach, Emerson. Emerson's a holdover from Melvin's staff. I've never been impressed with Emerson. I'm assuming they keep him around because he's cheap. We used to have Kurt Young. Felt like we pitched better when we had Young there. Not sure how much the pitching coach factors day to day, but you know, confirmation bias is always a thing. But I feel like Emerson goes out, talks to the pitcher, and then something terrible happens. Like he rarely gets guys calmed down. Showing bunt, taking a hit, PCA being awesome. No, Christian, I like the Seattle Seahawks.
Heck what?
Ricky getting in the way, and we'll steal the base. I mean, I disagree on that, Mike, because Leclerc only played like 4 games or something. He was just terrible all along. I'm probably understating it, but he didn't pitch much for us. Maybe we were going to use him too often, but yeah, he looks like he's just completely shot. Waste of 12 million or whatever Jose got from the A's this year.
Low ball.
However, I do like that the Raiders got Geno Smith and Pete Carroll, so I'm kind of going to moonlight as a Raiders casual this year.
Ball.
Yeah, now I got you, Mike.
Ball.
Chris, if you remember me, you wouldn't ask that question. Definitely one of my least favorites as a streamer. Chris, to be honest, I don't. That's why I hate getting asked that, because, you know, somebody comes in, do you remember me? And if you don't, then they get hurt. Ask streamers different things, or just go into chat and be like, hey, what you been up to? I've been busy with school. I just got my degree in this, or, you know, whatever is what I think people could do to engage chat better. But hey, what's up, Christopher? How are you? Welcome back. Coffee time, I don't know you. That's my purse. Who's going to be on the Seahawks this year? They got Cooper Kupp and Sam Darnold as key acquisitions. Let's see. Hey, what's up, BKJ? Good to see you. I thought I called the sinker pitch. That's not good. Let's see. We got Stupid 805 just followed. How are you, Stupid? Interesting name. Yeah, so Kane's going to be out of here soon.
Now batting, the catcher, Ted.
Probably now. We got 2 switch hitters. Let's turn them around with Davis.
Now pitching.
Steve says, you sacrifice convenience, like good food, steaks, nice cheese, breads, cloths for big guys. Coffee time, any fun plans coming up? And do you have to work this weekend? Hey, Chris, thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully we see you again soon. Usually on around the same time, just about every day. TikTok, our timer's running down. We need more followers to drive up the timer. And maybe somebody could subscribe, or 5 of you could subscribe. We can unlock gifted subs. Let's see. Can you hit for the Texas Rangers? They need some help. Hey, not as much as the A's do. A's are on a 10-game cooler. Let's see. FaZe Slayer. Thanks for following, FaZe. Who's your baseball team, FaZe, as a fan? You were super right about Wilson. I was hoping Wilson wasn't just one of those guys that flashed for a month and then struggled at the major league level. Highland, much better for everything, says Steve. Idaho Mike, how are you, friend? See, FaZe is a Red Sox supporter. What division am I in? I don't know, Blake. We're in the low 1300s, wherever that's at. Not David Fletcher. He doesn't rely on weekly bloopers.
That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Don't either, but good team.
1-1.
Let's see. Chris, thank you for the TikTok likes. Yeah, I'm good, Idaho Mike. Glad to see you in the stream. Shout out to our man Coffee Time. If you're looking for a really awesome Diamond Dynasty logo uniform designer, you guys should definitely get a hold of Coffee Time.
Soto.
I don't know how much he'll charge you,
Now pitching.
but I believe he's reasonable.
John.
He's like the best guy I've ever seen at using that uniform editor. It's tough to create logos and stuff in the show. So if somebody's looking for custom, Coffee Time's your guy. Coffee Time's in the purple chat for the TikTok and red chat friends, like Steve and Andrew, who's hanging out with us. All right, we get Soto on. We need base runners. Franco's in.
Now batting. Number 25.
Playing the A's franchise. Spring starting, already knocked out after 4 hitters. That's quite a rough start there for Springs. Of course, Coffee Time.
Here.
See, 100 on property tax a year. The house is 2,500 square feet.
Full count.
50 yards from the ocean. It's not 8,000 like Seattle before you left America back in '02. Way cheaper on the property tax. Chris, I just answered Blake, so we're gonna have to get you the ear cleaner that's available in my TikTok showcase, Chris.
Ball. 1-0.
Probably unethical. You could hurt them. Maybe one pump would just be soft enough to scare them off. Or don't they make those like soft things that aren't made of metal that you can fire with? Like that might be good to scare them out. But yeah, I mean, I feel kind of bad about hurting an animal. It's not being cared for properly by whoever took it on as an owner. I would probably call the dog catcher Bambino if it were me. Insidious, how are you, friend? I haven't got him yet. I guess he's a pretty good boost, but unfortunately they have 2 hitters now, so I can't equip both of those guys. We got Holiday and Rooker to balance, and I don't understand what SDS is doing, giving us 2 hitters and not a hitter and a pitcher. Captain.
0-2.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, if something's coming at your neck and going to hurt you or your loved ones, and I mean that's a different ball game. If it's just like rummaging around looking for something to eat, I would feel terrible about doing that. I mean, I don't know what type of city services you have. You may have somebody that can come and throw a collar on it and put it in the dog pound.
0-1.
Of course, Insidious. Yeah, do you have any fun plans?
These go.
Best player from TA's drop. I saw people saying Rooker and saying Blake Triant were favorites out of the drop. I don't know that that's necessarily true. Of course, I'm partial to Rooker because I'm an A's fan. I'm going to put him on an A's theme. But it seemed like Rooker got fairly decent stats. I would think Ruiz should be nice for the Nationals, too. Bambino, you asked.
Here.
You don't like my answers, I don't know what to tell you. I wouldn't think to go and remedy things the way that you had mentioned. Don't want to read it off to TikTok chat, because you know how that can be strict. But yeah, that is bye-bye baseball. Bummer. High slider. Was trying to get him to swing through. Wanted it more out on the outer half of the plate than that, but it is what it is. College World Series. I have no idea, Jay. I don't even know who's in the College World Series. Let's see. It's 2 a.m. there. How's my night? My night's good. It's 2:53 for you, right? Where else would it be 2 a.m.? Almost 3, right? Hey, no Jay, thank you for the heart. The Idaho Mike, he's loving the Bo Naylor card. Let his dog run around wild. Gotta watch when you take Apollo out at night so they don't fight. Outdoor cat. Dogs got it last year. That sucks, man. You don't have, I'm assuming you don't have fencing around the property, Bambino. Oh, you're in Alaska. Okay, so you're an hour ahead of me, or behind me, I guess.
The shortstop.
I forgot that you guys had a different time zone there in Insidious.
Through.
Does Alaska do daylight savings, or do they not do daylight
No
savings?
balls. 1 strike.
Oh yeah, the cats don't. I just meant to keep the dogs out of the yard. Yeah, similar here. But yeah, cats aren't gonna. If the cat's an outdoor cat, it's gonna roam. Let's see. Justin is in Connecticut. Nice, Justin. How do you like life in Connecticut? Are you a Huskies fan? Flacco, I like the A's. How about yourself?
That's in. Ball.
Jay says there's something off about these Yankees uniforms. He just doesn't know what it is. I wanted Ellie to break immediately and then to get that stumble back thing. Alabama fan. Spent 12 years there for Steve. Very cool.
Ricky Henderson.
Ball. That's in.
Thought that was a pretty good rip. It's probably early. I was on top too. TikTok, our timer's running down. We need more followers for more time and a longer stream today. So please follow if you haven't. He caught me. He caught me trying to overround and still a run. Don't think Ricky was going to beat it out. So, I mean, we just gave up the
Nope. That's
the feed
outside.
around the
Ball.
bases. A 2-run homer would still be a 2-run homer if we get one, but tried to steal one there. Sun's up 18 hours in Alaska these days.
Now pitching. Darren O'Day.
Here's O'Day coming in. He's relying on the soft tossers.
Nope. Ball.
Stays bright up on the slope though. North Alaska says Insidious. Jason, thanks for the likes on TikTok.
Ball.
Nathan, thank you as well. Love the taps. I tried to wait on that pitch, but I was too far underneath. Sidearm pitchers are annoying, says Justin. At least the creative players are gone, right? Those guys would come in with some like 7'2" left-hand guy with a forkball and cutter, sinker, and
Nope. Ball.
you know the guy was also a great hitter. Yeah, those players were really annoying. One of the few things I can give SDS some credit for. Hey, somebody subscribed on the Red platform. Thanks for the Red Chat sub. Definitely want to get some more TikTok subs if you can over the weekend. We're super close to the big 50, which would unlock it for subscriptions. If anybody subscribes, it does add significant time to our timer. Once the timer runs, we finish up our game and call it a stream. Best thing they did, getting rid of the cat player, says Bambino. Yeah, I didn't care for those. I think the concept is great. Maybe if they were to rework it with a lot more limitations, it might be fun. You know, try to bring in a guy that is either no longer in the game or was never in the game. You know, make Barry Bonds or something. But yeah, they were too overpowered. I think the legitimate reason they did it was because they brought in Tony Stone and you know the lady creative players, and they knew the community was going to make it obnoxious. At least that's my feeling, is why they did it. No, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know what they said as far as getting rid of the caps.
Hee-haw.
So you've been liking the A's since you were 10? Daniel Megadin, Raul Alcantara, Ryan Dole were on the team. Boy, Ryan Dole had a few good years.
Now
Megadin always had the handlebar mustache. I think he had a reputation for being like really off the deep end In real life, though.
Christian. Yell it.
Game's going by fast as Jay. Thought that was a good swing. So they 1 out away of getting me out of here. Bambino's saying they did. No, not yet, Idaho Mike. And that's pretty decent PCI, but too high of a launch angle, so we will not get this game. Gave up the 3-run shot to Mookie, just didn't overcome it. Have time for another game, says Nathan. Boy, that timer's running down fast. We got to get some folks subscribing on their backup accounts or something, Nathan. Going to be out of here after one more. I thought we might stream till the sun came up. Oh, well, let's get on to the next one and try to finish over 700 for the day. Hey, well, I'm always up for playing longer. I am concerned about my internet. It's been cutting in and out a bit of late. I've been bugging the heck out of Xfinity, but oh yeah, for sure. We'll go longer if the follow train starts moving or the sub train or any of that good stuff, Nathan. Not to put it all on Nathan, but yeah, chat, please follow. If you guys are on the For You page, come on in. We're here talking sports most days. A hawk landed on a little bird in your front lawn. It was nuts. Like 3 foot from coffee time. Well, hopefully they became friends. Like a, I don't know, like a cartoon deal, but I think that's probably bad for the little bird. Circle of life. Hey, Libby, thanks for the likes. Let's see. Insidious says, used to have a cabin north of Fairbanks on, I don't know how to pronounce that without cursing, but I think that's actually the name of the river, on Sea River. Let's see, spent a lot of time in Fairbanks. We're basically neighbors. Nathan, I've never seen this one before. Thank you for the dinosaur. The orange dinosaur coming in. Looks a little bit like Charmander or something. Thank you very much, Nathan. Lights are flashing awfully blue, too. If somebody subscribed, thank you, guys. We're trying to hit 50 subs. My understanding is you get 50 once and it unlocks gifted permanently. Hopefully that's how it actually works.
Leading off for the Rockies, the right fielder.
All right, so everybody thank Nathan, and be sure to follow him if you haven't. We'll see if we can pitch and play better in this game. This guy's logo reminds me of those California Raisins logos. I don't know if that was a nationwide campaign back in the 80s, or if that was more local to the West Coast. But man, those things were really popular when I was small. The California Raisins. You used to see like Motown samples on the commercials to get you to buy California Raisins. No, I haven't used a torpedo bat. I'm assuming it's just aesthetic, but no, I haven't equipped one. Probably should. Let's see, Bambino says next roster update. They're going to increase live series again. Yeah, that's a tough play. We won't get him. And let the $1 million buy orders for Otani. You cannot equip the torpedo bats. So what's the point of the torpedo bat? You can't use it in the game? Is it just for Road to the Show or something? But super big gift from Nathan. Thanks, Fred.
Ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Santander swinging through. Yeah, yesterday's update, they put the torpedo bat in the game. I thought it was like a bat skin that you could equip, but apparently I'm wrong. Idaho Mike. If you don't have the bat skin equipped, players who use one in real life will come up to bat with it. Okay, so I know Brent Rooker's using the torpedo bat. So Rooker should have it equipped. Who else uses it? Jazz Chisholm. I'm not sure of any other players. I know there's a lot more, but I just don't know who they are off the top of my head.
That's a ball.
On the torpedo team. Alright, we'll get Jock Peterson to help us out. Let's see. Upside down cross. Thanks for following. Lindor was using the torpedo bat. Your Satchel Paige coming out.
No, that's outside. Ball.
If you're new to the stream, please follow, share, and like. If you're watching on the red side, please subscribe, thumbs up, and react. If you're lurking in the purple, yeah, follow and chat with us. Or just follow and watch tomorrow. I noticed that, Bambino. I hope I don't help him bring that down in half here. Hopefully we can get to him. Maybe he played against you last game and that inflated the ERA.
That missed. That's a ball.
Told myself stay back on that, but I was still super
1-1.
early. User 56, thanks for the TikTok likes, user. Stayed back better, but not back enough, I don't think. Bummer. Shadow of the Wall. Idaho Mikey's a big fan of the Nailer card out of the Team Affinity 2 stuff. I keep forgetting what it's called. I want to call it Color Rush, but it's not Color Rush. Hey, what's up, Reeves? How's your day going? Thanks for being with us in the red chat, Reeves. I hope you'll subscribe and stick around with us. Davino says, it's Color Storm. Yeah, the Color Storm cards. Is Color Storm a win or an L? A W or an L? Chat. That was my question of the day. Should have found us a better random question, but here's what you guys think about it. Bambino says it's an L. H7, welcome in. Thanks for following, Age. We are triple streaming, so sometimes you'll hear me reading chat that you don't see. Particularly the vertical viewers. Purple chat's landscape, chat pops up on screen, you can see more of the gameplay. Not that one or the other is better, it's just whatever you like to consume content on. Nailers a win, better than Roland, says Idaho Mike. Mike plays games, says, I don't know. For somebody like me who doesn't play much, most of these players can make your God squad at the moment.
Batting eight, the catcher, Ted Simmons.
Martin, I like the A's. I'm not sure how many more losses I can handle in a row here, but we'll just tolerate it. Like everything else with that franchise, but I liked them back when I was young, and they were good. Who's your favorite team, Martin? Thanks for watching the stream, too. Coffee Time says, your biggest thing with people are complaining about are the player choices, but yet the fans are the ones that picked them. If they give you bad options, though,
Leading off for the A's,
then what can you
the
do?
first baseman, number 25.
And Ben Mayo saying it was only the National League East that had a vote. I did not see a vote for the A's anywhere, but I may have missed it. Do I play? I think you're asking me soccer. If you're asking me something else, buddy, I don't know. Soccer, no. I used to stream the FIFA game some, but it's been a long time. Didn't get to vote on the Angels one. We're trying a little. We're just trying to hit. Hit, period. And I reacted way too late on that one. Let's see. Tyler Gary. Thanks for following, Tyler. Tyler, who's your favorite athlete of all time?
Ball. That's a
Yeah, I mean,
ball.
I definitely would have preferred a switch hitter or something for the Athletics, but I don't think they have any switch hitters on the roster at the moment. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Jr. had a lot of attention around him back in the 90s.
Batting six, the right fielder.
Martin, I haven't made it to any of the players thus far, but I'm guessing Brent Rooker is going to be my favorite
Hike one.
player out of this drop. How about for yourself, Martin?
It's 0-1.
Good pitch there up and away. He pitch repeated, and I was thinking it was going to drop in here. And I went chasing on that one. At my old work, I worked at a golf course, Tyler, and I worked usually in the pro shop. Occasionally, I would cover the restaurant, but yeah, the restaurant had a really nice, I think it was a Budweiser sponsored sign of Dale Earnhardt Jr. And I always thought whenever they redecorated, I was going to grab that one and bring it home just to save it. But yeah, I worked there like 4 years, and it was still up when I stopped working. I don't know whatever happened to it, but yeah, it was just super cool. I don't know, it's just something that stays out in my memory. I remember being at work when Senior passed away too. Just such an odd thing to see. You know, you see some of those horrific car wrecks, and I guess the anchoring system wasn't what it should have been back in those days, and you know that was the end of his legendary life and career. Let's see. Apple Tree, it's great to see you. Tyson, thanks for following. Hope everybody's doing well. I think Junior is racing a car tied to Major League Baseball soon, says Bambino. Quite low power. Yeah, I didn't get to look at what Reed's stats were. No, Reed's had a pretty good card way back when. But I think somebody subscribed on TikTok because we had the wonderful gift from Nathan, and then the timer went up. But I don't know who the new subscriber is. If you subscribe, let me know in chat. That way I can write your name on the subscriber wall after this game concludes. Because our timer jumped up significantly. If I'm correct that somebody subscribed, we're 4 subs away from unlocking gifted subs. And I do have the cheapest option I can enable, which is $2.99 to subscribe. So that would be huge if we got there this weekend. Also, it adds to the timer, so we might get in an extra ranked game or two. Car looks like a baseball. Oh, that's a cool concept. Apple Trees, do you have any fun Memorial Day plans? And we'll get out of the inning on the slow jammer from Corey Seager. Matthew, thank you for following. How are you today, Matthew? Siri J, thank you as well for following. And tap. Yeah, I thought he had hung it up. I could have sworn I read something about that. Maybe he came out of retirement. Was there a time, friend, that Dale Earnhardt Jr. retired, Tyler? Let's see, Apple Tree is going to be cooking a lot of food. Are you barbecuing or cooking inside? I was thinking about getting out the barbecue grill. I haven't used it in a long time. Chased in there.
1-1.
Noticing the pattern that he likes to throw to the lefty the fastball away, so I need to kind of look out here. Usually I look in or half for it, but I think he's going to try to get us there, and he runs the sliders in. Tough for me to lay off of him, though. Same... hold on, I'll read that in a second. So Bambino says it's the same car concept that he won Daytona after his father passed. Apple Trees is cooking inside. Where are we cooking inside, buddy? Now I'm curious. Let's see, Adrian, it is 3:12 out here on the West Coast. And then he ran it in, so he's at least mixing it up a bit. Sometimes guys will throw the same pitch in the same location a lot.
Count is full.
AK Toxic, I think it is. Or excuse me, AK Knox. Thank you for the taps, too. Turned on it, but it was a little bit in. Swung at ball 4. Jerry J, I am. Yep. The old Beach Boy song about California girls, but I'm one of the California boys. Mike says he needs 12 more total bases with the Angels. 1 more hit with Bobby Greenwich. 40 more XP with hitters. And about 1,500 XP. Don't think you need them all. Did you do the moment, Mike? Because I think the moment helps you too. I think we're going to get the strikeout base runner here. The 2025 MLB Speedway Classic is a NASCAR
Now
race.
batting, left fielder, Ricky Henderson.
I'm usually not very interested in motorsport, but I might check that out.
He's out.
Do you know when it is, Bambino? Got a feeling like I have a little Something stuck in the throat there.
Here.
Joyce's Heat says,
Zero balls, one
I-
strike.
if you guys want to do the state check-in or country check-in, please, everybody that's watching, let me know where you guys are from. Because Siri J was just asking if I'm in California. And if you don't want to tell me, it's completely fine. I know some people like to stay a little more anonymous as viewers. Louisiana for Gavin. Gavin, are you the buddy that just subscribed? Thanks, Gavin. I got to get you up on the sub wall. How's life treating you out in Louisiana? Thanks, Gavin. Pittsburgh for Libby.
The batter, number 4. Designated
I always assume at this hour I'm getting more folks off the East Coast and the center of the country waking up and tuning in. Although, like, my buddy Mike's hanging out with me. We're both in California, so he's been up through the night. Mike's hyped up. He went to see Kendrick in person yesterday. Yeah, if you didn't have the concert tonight, you would have been on it. See, it's 8:25. Braves play the Reds at Bristol Motor Speedway. You're a Saints fan, so not well. Out of the quarterbacks on the roster, who do you think should start week 1? Do you like, was it Hainer, Spencer Rattler, and I'm drawing a blank on the rookie you guys got in the second round? Westside represents, says Mike. You listen to me while you deliver work overnight. Libby, I'm glad I get to be a part of your day.
Ramirez.
I had a base runner on the strikeout, but I don't have any
No
hits
balls,
here.
one strike.
Tyler Schlow is the name. Mike's reminded me.
No balls.
Coffee Time's going to play some disc golf. Have I ever played? I've never done disc golf. One of the courses that I play at does have the disc golf set up. And then if you ever see McDougal in chat, he usually comes around these hours. He's like super into disc golf coffee time.
Designated hitter. Juan
Surprised the Saints didn't take Sanders.
Soto.
I am too, but I mean, Sanders really dropped like a rock in that draft.
1-0.
It's more pronounced like Tyler Shuck. Okay. I'll forget, but eventually I'll learn, especially if he gets a starting gig. Gambino says, you imagine there'll be some kind of cool card art for card series for that game. Yeah, hopefully so. Sit perfectly by Soto. Does it have the launch angle? No, off the top of the wall at 106. So we'll get a double from Juan Soto. Yeah, he did often. I never got to interact with Ricky, unfortunately. Did get to see him play when I was very young, and he gave a speech on his jersey retirement night. I was at that game. But yeah, Ricky Henderson did like to talk in the third person. I don't know if he did it just to mess with the media a little bit, or if it was just his way of communicating. But yeah, Ricky would often refer to himself as Ricky in interviews, and I think even the player anecdotes that you hear, guys that were teammates of his. There was one season, I'll give you a story, where Harold Reynolds was leading the American League in stolen bases. Henderson had been injured, and he called up Harold, I guess just one day randomly, and said, "Hey Harold, it's Ricky. Ricky's gonna come and chase you down, as soon as he gets healthy," or something like that. You got 56 stolen bases, that's nothing. And then he hung up on him. So yeah, Ricky would often refer to himself as Ricky. Oh, you had a Harold Baines story. Yeah, I remember it as being Harold Reynolds, not Baines, but yep. Somebody was actually typing it out as I was thinking of it and sharing it with you guys in chat. All right, something weird happened, guys. The control freak melted off. It's sticky here. The top of the control freak is gone. All right, so I've been a fan of control freaks, but that is weird. If you're looking to buy a control freak, please use my creator code. It is DF or control freak, and you'll get 12% off. They've been a cool sponsor, but Yeah, the purple thumb thing is gone. And I'm looking to see where it went. But there's like a glue that goes onto the top of that, and it's just gone. I don't think it melted, but I think it slipped off Bambino. Yep, it's down here. So the little rubberized cap came off of the control freak. So now it's like, what am I doing here? And I set it to the side because I have another one, but I don't know where I put it. Usually I keep them in my prescription glass cases, but it's not there. So just weird. I'll pop on this red one, I guess. Bambino says he's had that happen before. I only got 23 seconds, so let me sort it out as we go. It doesn't really affect me too much when I'm pitching. The glue warms up, it'll fall off. Coffee Time's had it happen previously too. Feels weird to run without the stick extender now because I've used it for a long time.
Now batting, the catcher, Ted Simmons.
But anyhow, yeah, control freak. Even if their stuff falls apart and the glue on melts, go ahead and give them your business. Please use my creator code. Let's see. Hajati. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. How are you, buddy? Thanks for being there in the red chat. Yeah, now I'm just looking around here under my monitor. I usually keep some stuff up here, but I have like too many knickknacks on the desk. So, I don't know. I'll sort it out here in a minute.
No, ball.
They're not always the easiest company to work with. They're not like as relaxed as, like, say, Smack and Seeds or Manscaped or whatever, but they've been pretty good for the most part. I do have a few new controller extenders here too. Could pop on one of the sport thumbsticks. I usually use a low rise, so maybe I'll try one of those. Yeah, figure out what that other purple one is later. I think I had the Frenzy on. Yeah, we'll get the strikeout. Alright, sport thumbstick coming out of the package here. See if we start hitting, guys. Got some scissors there.
Leading off for the A's, the right fielder, Corbin.
Going to take a pitch for a change. Should be able to pop it back on. I don't know where I set the other part of it. Coffee Time, whatever it should be called. The black housing portion.
Ball.
Should take more pitches. I'm anchoring down because I'm popping this onto the analog stick. I'm going to get a 4-pitch walk while I try to get this extender on here. Alright, so I think we're good. Hey, good eye, Donnie. Yeah, he wasn't sticking a sports stick there. Alright, again, use creator code DF for Gamer Subs, for Smackin' Seeds, and for Control Freaks. Hey, Freak Boy, how are you, buddy? Oh, did we get a homer? That would have been a freaking perfect endorsement. Oh, just shy. Just a touch underneath it. Had to... A lot for that extra, half an inch that was lower. It's not even that much. Let's see, Cam, how are you, friend? Thanks for being there in our beloved red chat. Hope Cam and HJ will subscribe since you're in the red chat. It's kind of like following in the red side. So Gavin with a clutch sub. We need 4 more friends to subscribe to get gifted subscriptions unlocked. Gavin also extended the stream significantly. Hopefully we can get in this game in one more, at least. Let's see. Good. Made it to Missouri. Safe. Told you me yesterday. Yeah, how's everything out in Missouri, Freak Boy? Have you got to, stretch your legs and have a good time there so far? Or maybe you're just getting pulled in. Not great. I'll sprint for third as we advance the runner, but yeah, got a little too chasing there. Mike's already bored on the show. He's back to playing some other games. But yeah, I didn't realize it was a rubber cap on top of the black holder thing.
That's a ball.
You can kind of see that it's 2-piece, but I never thought about it too much. See, rough time. The roads were bad. Well, I'm glad you made it safe. Yeah, it's always nasty driving in weird conditions.
Ball.
Let's see, we got Walk Down PJ following. Thanks, PJ. Who do you root for as a baseball fan? We're hoping to get a bunch of followers. All the followers drive the timer up, and we'll do a longer stream if you guys keep following. And PCA is going to get us on the board. This sports stick feels pretty cool. Almost done with all the American League. Bambino's working on the Angels now. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I did not see your Saints quarterback room comment.
0-1.
The stick melted on me, Mike. Probably used the wrong term, but I was like, what is going on here? This doesn't feel right. Yeah, Kurtz is starting to swing. Boy, they keep finding a way to lose, though. Money gold. Breaking down the Saints quarterback room. Rattler lost a starting gig in college. Tyler Shuck lost the gig at college. Hainer only transferred because he wouldn't start him. You say Hainer clears them all for Mike plays games. Yeah, it was tough for Miller, but you know, Miller got greeted with a terrible miscue. I never saw a first baseman's glove blow off like that. Yeah, pretty sure the Mariners are there. I stopped checking the standings once the A's went on a huge losing streak, and they're still in the midst of it. Stop being fun here for real life, but I still tune in and enjoy the young players that are on the squad for what what there is to enjoy. It's got some speed on the bases. You got to be careful. You know, I had Mariner fans saying they just didn't have enough offense, and I kind of believe what they were saying, but Rosarinen and Polanco and all those guys are doing enough, and I know they have good pitching. Yeah, Big Dumper's having a big year.
No. Hey. Oh, yeah.
I left that one floating and hanging. I feel like it was a little lag spike on the pitch or something. Maybe not. But never do know for sure. See, TikTok friends, we're under 5 minutes. We need everybody to follow to extend our timer. If we have any time left to play another game, that would be great. We got to get the follow train going, or the sub train or something. Let's see, Freak Boy, thanks for the likes.
Got a full count.
He's off and running, and we might double him off here. Ricky's got a shot. We'll get two. Let's see, Hux, thanks for following. Other friend with no display name, thanks for following. Keep them coming, guys. If you're on the 4-year page, we can play another ranked game. Or if you're lurking and you haven't followed up, that would be splendid. Definitely got one more in me if we get the follows going. Got Brian Wu winning Cy Young. Yeah, Brian Wu's good. His grandparents live in your town. He's like a natural treasure around here. What's up, Chatterhead? How are you, friend?
Hee-haw.
Excellent pitch.
0-1.
Right on the corner. Cal Rowley, the big dump.
Ball, that's high.
Who's been scaring you with some of the injuries of late?
Ball outside.
Hate hitting against that pitcher, says Kenny. I'm facing Satchel Paige, Kenny. Powderhead, do you have any fun Memorial Day plans? Yeah, I think that one's going to be a pop-up that gets us out of there. Coffee Time says, sounds like something he's about to do. Oh, barbecue on Monday. Super nice. Thinking the same. I haven't barbecued in a long time. I was thinking to get it out, get the charcoal going, and kind of cook up some food. Thinking to do it Saturday, and then we could just have leftovers on tap, just to warm them up quickly for Sunday and Monday, and make some s'mores and all that good stuff. Yeah, the arsenal's diverse, right? Yeah, you got to deal with that screwball coming in super slow, and then there's the 102. You got gas and charcoal. My brother gave me his old charcoal grill. I probably should buy a nicer one, but it's done the job over the years for me. I have one of those little charcoal starters. I think they call it like a chimney starter. And you can just put a little bit of paper underneath, light the paper, and then it starts to chars. So I don't have to use lighter fluid. That thing has been great. I usually put it on a brick, one of those like stepping stone bricks, so that way it's not getting my patio, any like flame marks on it. Although the briquettes are straight up bad, brutal to stand near. I probably could say the word cancer. Yeah, I'm sorry. I usually edit myself a lot when we're live on TikTok too. Let's see, coffee time. He's got the flat top smoker, all in one. It uses the pellets. Nice swing from Santander. Definitely didn't need that there. All right, let's see. Trying to shout out Chowderhead. Hope you guys will follow Chowderhead. Any time to stream this weekend, Chowderhead, or probably not? TikTok, we're under 2 minutes. 2-minute warning. We need everybody to come in, follow, save the stream, please. Get enough followers to maintain some time. We will play another game at the conclusion of this game. But if the timer goes, we typically wrap up. Possibility, didn't sleep well last night. Hate when that happens.
That's inside. That's a ball.
Seems to happen to me a lot when I gotta drive the next day. I don't know if it's anxiety or what, but it's like, all right, sleep now. And then, yeah, my brain's just bouncing around. Friend, thanks for following. I can't see your display name. I'll have to click on it here momentarily. It is Lloyd. Lloyd, thanks for following. Got 5 hours for Chowderhead. That's kind of that awkward spot too. Like 6 hours, supposedly you get 4 sleep cycles in. Sleep cycles approximately an hour and a half, right? So you got like 3.5. Might have woke up feeling a little groggy or so. Let's see. Tal James, welcome in. 7's the sweet spot for Chowderhead. Is the night over here soon? It could be, Cam. Yeah, we need somebody to save the stream. We're in the last 30 seconds. Like, I don't end the stream when the timer goes. We finish up our game. This should be our last game, though. Appreciate Gavin and Nathan. They added a lot of time for us. Got us to this game. Right, Gibson is getting tired. Let's turn everybody around, bring in Hader. Yeah, Rooker's supposed to be pretty good. I would use the A's theme team, but I haven't hit World Series yet, so I'm still using like the main squad to get him a little faster. I know you can do it offline and just knock it out, but it's fun to do it on stream with everybody watching. Cleveland, thanks for the share. All right, timer's going. We have 34 TikTok followers. If we make it to 69 before this game ends, I'll do one more rank game. So TikTok, we got to get going. TikTok's usually got the most discoverability out of the 3 platforms. So I'm going to take away the little sub thing. If you guys are in the red chat with Cam, please sub. If you're TikTok or purple stream, please sub too. But that's kind of a different sub. All right, so let's see. Goal 69. We get 69 friends coming in and keep it going. Could be a little quiet, Memorial Day weekend. Everybody's probably traveling out or getting ready to travel out today. All right, so there's our goal. 69. Nice. That's how you're going to do it. Going to get Yoshida first. Yoshida felt, and I'm probably wrong, he felt like he had Modesty swing to me.
No, that missed.
You have a good J-Rod 97 card. Cam, are you playing MLB The Show 24? Because I don't think there's a 97 J-Rod in 25 yet. So you're playing 24. All right, facing Matt Brash here. Wasn't trying to R2 the guy in his windup. I just wanted to see what his pitch mix was. That was hit well, but shortstop has it. Too much at Seager. And here's Marte. Cam's trying to get to 25. Hopefully soon, Cam. I like the content better this year. Even though the gameplay feels a lot the same to me. Birthdays are coming up. Yes, very soon. Staring 45 in the face here. Another year down.
Leading off for the Rockies.
There's Jorge Polanco stepping up.
Jorge
Do you have any fun birthday plans, Shroudhead? My wife was getting on me today about it. And I don't really have much that I want or need. So I guess I'm kind of tough to plan for. Yeah, the high school thing is a cool little segue for Road to the Show. But I just want to be clear, Cam. So you know. Your high school experience on Road to the Show is just going to be like 3 or 4 games. You don't get to have like an immersive, 30-game season and play 4 seasons or something in high school. Some Michigan Dogs and some Poteen. Money Gold just got Rooker. Nice goal on Money Gold. That's a wonderful bunt. And I don't think I have a shot at it. He hadn't shown the propensity to bunt yet, so that one caught me flat-footed.
The left fielder, number 24, Jason.
All right, so you know, Cam. Yeah, I just want to be sure that you know. I think as the game was ramping up, people thought it was going to be like a college game built in with a lot of college experience and high school experience, which, isn't the case for the show this year. If you guys are on TikTok, please follow. We got to get to 69 followers before this game ends to play another ranked game. So we got to get those follows moving. Just been a little quieter on TikTok today than, normal. Probably got on just at the wrong time. Usually get on a little earlier, so I'll catch more of the West Coast friends in there. Let's see, Gavin, thanks for following. So we're on 35. Sometimes they come in bunches, and this game may be heading for extra innings too.
The batter, number 5.
Here's Corey Seager. Riley with the fishing pole. Thanks for being there, Riley. And for the likes. Super young for Chowderhead.
Leading off for Anaheim, the shortstop.
I have all those packs.
De La Cruz.
They're there when we hit 100,000 likes. Yesterday we did a pack opening. I got a lot of diamonds, but nothing super significant, unfortunately. Riley, I have no idea what you're asking for. Hey, lead off walk. We like it. We're in business with Ellie De La Cruz. So you've got Ryan Hoffman coming in. I got on around 1. Usually I aim for midnight my time. Wonderful bunt. We're going to go home, and it's a double bunt. Ooh. Don't like that. You don't like MLB The Show 25, guys. Some cheese for breakfast. Colby, thanks for following. What a move. Hey, Christopher, how are you? Hey, Steve, thanks for hanging out. Better not try it again. He's probably very aware that I'd like to pull that one a second time.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Ball. 1-1.
And maybe he'll lift brash. He will. Here comes Eric Gagne. Yeah, I knocked out the moments in approximately an hour for all 30 of them. I didn't get really stuck on any of them too long, thankfully. Don't like it when it's like reach base multiple time moments. Sometimes those can get a little bit annoying, but yeah, was able to cruise through most of the moments today. Swung at ball 4 on that effort. I don't know if this is deep enough. Let's try it. 99 speed. I may have left early, to be honest. That pirouette was beneficial to me. Definitely made him slower to the plate.
The designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Yeah, Shohei's crazy right now. I have not finished him up, and yeah, he's going to cost an arm and a leg.
0-1.
Looking for that fastball away and just jumpy at everything.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Oof. All right, so Gagne throws in the dirt, but we did get 2. Freeman was like 30-something today. I looked because somebody yesterday was really encouraging me to get him in the TikTok chat. Didn't look like he jumped, at least immediately, in the Friday evening.
That's in, ball.
And here's Santander.
High mark.
Yeah, because I need Freddie as well. So I need Tatis, Shohei, Judge, and any other diamonds on those teams. Those are the 3 I got left. Padres, Yankees, and Dodgers, but those are significant 3.
Ball.
Siakam does points.
2-2.
Does your takeaway need more work? Hey, what's up, McDougal? McDougal, my friend Coffee Time is gonna go
That's
do
a
some
ball.
frisbee golf this weekend. And I was like, hey, do you know McDougal? Because McDougal's like the frisbee golf guru. What's up, Trig? How are you, friend? Good to have you back in stream.
Designated hitter, Josh Peterson.
And Peterson had a good rip, but we'll grab this one. See, finished live series this week. You got a Tawny level 4 already for Idaho Mike. So Mike's getting after it. I think I'm barbecuing this afternoon. Probably watching some baseball and likely to make a lot of TikTok videos and some long form videos because I haven't been getting to come in and edit as much. The badges are just like they're like the shields that the different players have if they're,
Now
I don't know,
batting,
diamond
the
defender,
center
that type of
fielder,
thing.
Williams.
Sorry, Brando. If we get 69 followers, we'll play another game, but we're 1 out away. There's the goal. I set a little reach goal for you guys because it was kind of quiet. Timer ran down, although we had a lot of support from Nathan, Gavin,
1-1.
and some of the other crew today. Fortunately, yesterday we had some internet issues. Hopefully those will clear out soon. Tyler, what's up, friend? And we got him chase in. That's the ball game. Caesar, Mankey. That looks like the Pokemon spelling for Mankey. Thanks for following. Should play one more. Brando and everybody in TikTok. I'll tell you what. If somebody subscribes, I'll play one more. I'm going to write Gavin down because Gavin subscribed. So I'll mess around here for like 2 or 3 minutes, see if anybody subs. Give you guys an overview of my lineup and where we're at. And if nobody subscribes, we'll call it a day. We are 4 TikTok subs from unlocking gifted subs there. That's why I'm trying to put the pressure on you. Somebody subscribed over on YouTube. Cam, I need the TikTok buddies to subscribe. It's like unlocking memberships on that platform. I'm sorry, man. Okay, so let me show the squad. You guys give me some, let's do some rosterbation, right? Let's see what we need to change on the roster. But Gavin, again, thank you, friend, for subscribing on TikTok. Right, Gavin is on our sub wall. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cam. I didn't mean to bamboozle you. But yeah, subscribing on the purple and TikTok chats are different than the other one. Tyler's subscribing on the 8th. Tyler, I super appreciate it. But we're 4 away from something monumental. So there's kind of a sense of urgency. By the 8th, other subs might fall off. So, okay. If anybody can, awesome. If not, it's no problem. Let me clear the inbox. Let me show you my lineups. And we'll get ready to raid out, barring somebody popping up with a new unicorn. All right, so we got Ricky. I want to play Reigns because I think Reigns is probably better. But I also want to work on Rooker passively on the color rush thing. Well, it's not color rush, color storm. I feel like they ripped off Madden. Neil J, thanks very much for the dolphin. Got Pete, Crow Armstrong, Corbin Carroll, Don Baylor's out of position. Well, secondary position at first. Marte, I was going to go with Roberts, Maybe I should try Kippens. I do like the switch hitters. But I think Marte just looks like the better card. Marte's on the left. If you guys are vertical viewing, you may not see the card art. Roberts is on the right. I mean, Marte's just got the better stuff. I know Marte's P5, but Roberts isn't going to overcome a lot of the arm strength and fielding reactions there. We got Ellie De La Cruz at short, J-Ram at third. Wouldn't mind upgrading J-Ram. His defense is kind of rough, but he's all right. Got Soto. I've played so many games with Soto. We've got 90 homers with Soto now. In ranked, he's had over 1,000 plate appearances. And then I got Simmons, who I'm not super in love with. I haven't hit particularly well with Simmons. Gonna replace him with Yasmani Grandal eventually. Pack opening was decent, Devine, but not great. A lot of diamonds, but no high diamonds. There's the bench: Jackie, Yelich, McGuire, and Gibson. Pitching staff got some upgrades today. I got Donaldson in. Pitched one game with Kane. Wasn't super impressed with Kane. May go back to Johnny Cueto instead. But just got Donaldson tonight. We actually started with the other platform. It's Cam from YouTube. What's up, buddy? Thanks for making it over to TikTok. Do you want to subscribe, Cam? I'm not trying to put all the pressure on you, but I'll play another game if you do. Here's the bullpen, and yeah, I think there's a little sub icon. I think they said bottom left or bottom right. And if you subscribe, it's like $2.99. We get even closer to the 50 subs. So I'll stall around here. So that's the normal squad. Got a couple of like grind out squads. Here's the A's theme team. I noticed that they nerfed Holiday today, and I'm kind of confused as to why we got Holiday and we got Brent Rooker, because now we don't have a pitcher and a hitter. We have two hitting captains. Seems kind of stupid to me. Cam, thanks for following. We hope you'll become a subscriber. So I need to get the new Kurtz card. Kurtz will be better with his 88. And then we get Rooker in. Rooker's probably replacing Holiday. And Soderstrom unfortunately doesn't have secondary left field, although he's playing there now. But I'll have to sort it out. Probably Blade to left. And then the new Kurtz in right. Soderstrom at first. Bengalers will stay at catcher. And then Rooker will be in that spot. Rooker is a far better boost as Mike plays games. And they got Mark Canna, Lawrence Butler. We had a P5 Rooker, which is going to be worthless now. And then Ellie's in there, along with the A's pitching staff. Gunnar Hoglund, that'll do pig. Vita Blue, Jeffrey Springs, and Severino. And then I need Eckersley for my theme team, but I don't have that. Cooper, I'm good. Let's see, who's at first and third in my regular lineup? Colby, here's the regular lineup. So I've got a P5 J-Ram. And haven't hit as well with Ramirez as I feel like I should. But Ramirez hitting a lot of those games are on Hall of Fame decently for me. And then I've enjoyed Don Baylor. I hit some moonshots with Baylor, but just a bit over 100 with Baylor batting average wise. You know, I like the switch hitter so I don't get jammed up as much. All right, the buddy came over to save the stream. Cam, I'm going to wait. We're at 47 past the hour. Let me mess around for like 3 more minutes and see if you're able to figure out how to sub. Not that I'm trying to make everybody subscribe, but TikTok, we're close to a monumental sub goal there. At 50 subs on TikTok, you unlock gifted subscriptions. I don't know why they do it that way, but that's why I'm kind of like, hey, if anybody subscribes, we'll keep the stream going. Tomorrow night, guys, when we go live, let's start tapping, right? 100,000 likes, we open our packs. I got 33 standards, a jumbo, a headliner, and a memorial. I'll probably get some more stuff knocked out. I'm assuming there is some moments we haven't done for whatever this is. Hey, Raven, thanks for following. Spotlight? Yeah, I haven't done Spotlight Drop 3. So let me do like a moment or two. And then if we're at 50 and we don't have a subscriber on TikTok, that's okay. We'll call it a stream. If we do get one, hey, I'll play another rank game. Chowderhead, here's why. It's a great engagement tool to get people tapping on TikTok. And if they're tapping, they're not scrolling away. And then people love to see the pack openings. Hey, thanks, Bama.
Now batting, the right
But yeah, I don't like to be patient with them. I also agree with like rip them right away. But content-wise, it's been a nice little hook for TikTok. I wish I could tie it in for the vertical viewers on YouTube, but the Tickfinity overlay stuff that I have only works with TikTok's platform. All right, so we'll try to hit the home run here and probably get ready to raid out. But thanks to everybody that has tuned in. We'll be back tomorrow. probably on a little earlier tomorrow, maybe 11 or 12 Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, we'll talk about the day, talk about sports, and try to get these color rushes knocked out. I might get to come into the office a little bit during the day and do a few things. So we're facing Kinley Jansen here. Kinley's throwing me stuff away. I want to rip one to left. Hey, what's up, Bjorn? How's your day been? How's everything out in Norway? Right, so that's not what we need. Needed the homer. I'm always behind on these moments, the spotlight stuff. I feel like it's a pain in the butt, but then they drop a nice card like the Corbin Carroll at the end of the month, and it's like, well, I should have been on that.
Nope. Ball one.
Right, so Kinley is shaking off his catcher, shaking off O'Hoppe. Yeah, does he have enough? I don't know. It's 37 launch angle, 91 exit velocity, and it's a warning track shot. I'll try it one or two more times, and then we'll likely call it a stream. I'm good, friend. You're out in Switzerland now. Oh, nice. How's Switzerland treating you? James, welcome in. Why do you have to play the moment of your suffering? Buddy, it was the first moment in the queue. It wasn't a shot at you, Mike. You guys just swept the A's in 4 games. In our house, in Sutter Health. So, you'll be okay, Mike. Mike, any shot that we get a picture of the Kendrick shirt in the Discord? Mike went to the Kendrick concert yesterday. Shared some nice pictures with us in my Discord server. If you're on TikTok and you'd like to join the Discord, you can click on my profile. My link tree's there. Come on down. Did I see what the Sox did to the Orioles yesterday? No, I didn't see it. Let's see. Switzerland's been great. It's gorgeous. Has great weather. How have I been doing? I'm doing good. Do you plan to be in Switzerland for a while? I thought you lived in Norway currently, but you're from Iceland. I could be completely wrong. Maybe you're just vacationing. 19-5. When he takes it off, I'm going to sleep with it tonight. Then we can see. All right, last shot here. I'm the real tribal chief. Welcome in, chief. I mean, eventually I'll pass it, but I think my brain's cooked. Got the double headers today. Man, you should go spend the day out at Fenway, Chowderhead. I shouldn't tell you what to do. I should go watch, the A's get beat by the Phillies, but yeah, that would be awesome to go for a doubleheader. Wish it was that easy. Gonna turn off the TV. No way, man. Turn the TV off. Turn the stream off. It's Tatis to left field. Let's see, like a 5-hour drive. So, oh, you got a long drive. For myself, it's a little over 2 hours. All right. Got that one done. Hey, there's another pack tomorrow. You guys come in tapping, and if you're not tapping, you're napping right on TikTok. Let's see. So our friend is just there only for the week. You live part-time in Norway and in Iceland. Mainly you're living in Norway. Super ready for today. Man, it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great weekend. If you guys are traveling, please be careful. Memorial Day, people are knocking back the adult beverages. Yeah, just be careful on the road. Don't want anything to happen to any of you guys and gals that tune in. Sometimes it's fate, it's destiny. You can't control if somebody veers across, but just keep your head on a swivel if you're on the road. And yeah, always have a plan. What are the 4 R's? Read, react, reduce speed. I forget the 4 R's, but it's basically you get to the right and yeah, slow down in case anything weird's happening on the road. We're going to raid Trig TV, and we'll have a great day streaming again tomorrow night. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. If you want more Danielle Freak and you're on TikTok, there's a lot of videos. There's a lot of long form videos. If you're on YouTube, there's a lot of things to watch there as well. And if you're on Twitch, yeah, please follow all the platforms, man. We got us a Danielle Freak account on X, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, all the good stuff. Have a great rest of the day. Be well. Appreciate everybody. And Lincoln Prod, sorry you're catching the vapors. We're raiding out to Trig TV right now, and we're doing it again tomorrow. We'll be even better. Maybe World Series stream tomorrow. Who knows? We might get lucky.